Welcome to the movie podcast. Welcome to the movie podcast.
Welcome to the movie podcast.
Hello and welcome.
My name is Anthony. Thank you guys for joining us on this Cinco de Mayo.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Today's
Is
the
that
5th
offensive?
of May.
I think
Is that
so.
offensive,
I
though?
think so, yes. The little...
then I won't do that.
The hi part.
I was actually quoting Alpha from Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. I think I was being racist then.
I think you were being...
I think that was racist.
That little mouse from Looney Tunes? Or
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Not the only fast rodent we're going to be talking about today, I think.
What?
Wow, yes,
Yeah.
true. Very true.
Oh,
Yo,
that took me a second. I'm like, I don't remember us discussing
this is
fast
a deep
rodents.
cut right now, Daniel.
This is so deep.
Sorry, we hijacked this intro from you, Anthony.
Yeah,
Please
No
continue.
worries.
Lead away.
As always, I'm joined by Shabazz, as you can hear, and Daniel.
Hi.
Hello.
And yeah, man, this is our episode 10?
Episode 10, guys.
Episode 10. The return of the 10.
That's it?
Did
Return?
the 10 go somewhere?
Yeah, where did the 10 go?
We had to earn it.
You thought I was...
I didn't really think that one out.
me-
I didn't really.
Everyone keeps asking me if I'm back. Is this the 10 talking?
Oh, yeah. I think I'm back.
I think I'm back. I really want Keanu to one day listen to this podcast and then come on the show.
I hope so. He will. He'll
Oh,
definitely
my
will.
gosh. He's so great,
Would
man.
you cry? Would you cry?
I just saw him. He's now part of Saint Laurent's fashion ads.
Yeah.
He just looks dope.
He's so cool, man.
He's so
He's
cool.
a handsome man.
he
he's
is
a
the
handsome
coolest guy in the world.
Would you cry, Anthony, if he came on the show?
What?
Would you cry if he came on the show?
No, I wouldn't cry. I would be like...
Okay,
we
I'd
would become
cry for
best
it.
friends. 100%. We would become best
We would
friends.
become best friends.
Listen.
We'd pal it
Like,
out.
I'm pretty sure I can say, Keanu, can I come work with you or be with you and chill
Be with you? Like a
And he
love
would be like,
Hold on. Yeah, dude.
You sound like Stan
pay
and
you.
Eminem.
yeah, writing him a
Dear
letter.
Keanu.
Dear Reeves, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
Guys, congratulations. 10
Yeah.
episodes. We made
This
it.
is a huge milestone for us, guys.
Yeah. And thank you to our listeners as well.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
As always, you can catch the new episode of the Movie Podcast every Monday across all your favorite podcast services. If you want to be part of the show and give your comments, suggestions, and corrections, head over to thistimewith.com/talk.
You got
Hey.
it. You got it. Now, just to quickly interject here, we did choose a winner for the contest, so keep an eye out for your inboxes,
did.
and we will message that person. We don't want to give away their identity
yet.
on the podcast. but
Yes.
we did choose a winner.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Wicked. Very cool.
Yeah.
Why don't we lead into some questions?
Sounds good?
Yeah. Daniel, what are questions that we got this week?
So Victor writes in this week and he asks, what movies do you think would have benefited as a TV series instead of a movie?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, so lots of movies out there that I think could have benefited to have a little bit more long form storytelling. So I'm going to kick it over to you guys
Well,
for your answers.
I was going to kick
I'm
it
outta
to
here.
you.
I was gonna kick it to you,
Daniel.
yeah.
Wait a second.
Hold on.
Yeah. I'm going to say Fantastic Beasts.
Wow.
That's crazy. It's almost like we didn't discuss that.
No. What about the Fantastic Beasts series, Anthony?
Have you seen any of them?
No, I haven't. So, and I think if they were on TV, I would.
Right.
And I probably would be
a little bit more interested in it.
a little bit more interested in that
I think,
license.
yeah, that was my answer as well. If you couldn't tell by our laughter. No, I think Fantastic Beasts would serve so well as a series because in the movies, like, at least, especially in the second movie, The Crimes of Grindelwald, like, there's a lot of, like, low moments where there doesn't feel like there's a lot going on. Mm-hmm. But I think when you have a stretch out series, especially HBO, like Warner Brothers owns HBO, so that would be the perfect, I guess, avenue for them to release that. And then you could get, like, kind of really dark into the storytelling too, because it's HBO, right? People are paying to be there, and I think Harry Potter is an IP that people love and would pay for. And with Game of Thrones ending, I think that would have been a perfect avenue for it. So
Right.
maybe one day.
Maybe.
I would love a Martyrs series on HBO.
Martyrs series?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like that, like the French movie Martyrs?
No, man,
that
like the
movie-
Martyrs,
Oh,
Yeah.
the Marauders.
Marauders. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were saying martyrs.
no, like the
Yeah,
Marauders.
Then
I
Yeah.
now
apologize.
it's the Marauders.
The Marauders,
Marauders.
like the
And,
Marauders map.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Aurors, right?
Yeah, like with like it takes place in like the 80s before. Like
I'm thinking of
Voldemort
Martyrs,
coming back.
that like 2004 French horror
No,
film
man.
that is
No.
extremely graphic.
I remember going to watch that movie. That was crazy.
Did you
No.
see it?
Yeah, I watched that too.
That movie is messed up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've
I
never seen
remember
that
the guy
movie.
next
Probably the
to
most
me,
messed up film
one of
I've
my
ever
closest
seen.
friends, he grabbed my hand. He was so scared.
Really, eh?
Go watch Martyrs, guys.
No, thank you.
Um,
Shay, how about you?
So there was something negative that I could think of because I don't watch much TV shows. I know people always like, "Oh wow, I can't believe you don't watch much TV." But I thought about it and I was looking at Back to the Future.
Okay.
And I think if there was a Back to the Future TV series, I mean, maybe it probably was back in like the 80s or 90s.
Maybe.
Like I know there was an animated one, I think.
I think so, yeah.
But like
yeah, I think
one,
it was on the Blu-ray.
yeah, like one nowadays would be so cool. Like they could do so much with it, have a new character traveling back into the past and the future
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. It'd be a really cool series to do, I think.
I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of series that like a lot of times you'd see movies get spin-offs into TV and stuff like that, and like we've seen like especially now with the Marvel Cinematic Universe getting their own spin-offs more so. But yeah, I think Fantastic Beasts would be an awesome one, and Back to the Future I didn't even think of, but that would be awesome.
Sorry, another great show like that was a great movie, and then it turned into an animated show. But I think if they brought it back now as a live action show, it would do better.
Inspector Gadget.
Actually, very close. Very close.
What is it?
Men in Black.
Oh wow! Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like that. I think that especially like
Because I don't think we need any more movies of Men in Black. I think we can just keep it to a show,
Right.
with different scenarios occurring.
But I think now too that like TV shows don't have to be 24 episodes long anymore, right? Especially with them going to
10 to
Netflix,
12, you're
Hulu,
good.
10 to 12. I think you could tell a really great story with that.
Yeah.
And I think going back a couple years, I spoke about this a couple episodes ago with Assassin's Creed. I think that would have benefited so much more to be a
much
series
Yeah.
instead of being like a 2-hour movie trying to cram everything in. So
yeah, because you could get all the different eras and generations
100%,
inside every.
have an episode or two devoted
Season.
to one era.
Yeah.
I'm messing up with my pronunciation today.
Martyrs?
My martyrs. No.
Well,
Yeah.
like there was Mission Impossible that started off as a TV
show, yeah.
and then
Correct,
it
it
became one of the biggest franchises in film.
It
Definitely.
works. Sometimes
And
it
then-
really works.
You don't even remember it. Well, that was probably in the 60s or 70s
Yes.
where
Yes.
Mission Impossible came out. So
And A-Team did it too, if you think about it. Like they
Yeah,
had their
A-Team,
show and then
SWAT
they did a
as
movie.
well.
SWAT, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
but some of that stuff doesn't like again. It doesn't make sense. Like why
Charlie's
would-
Angels?
Yeah,
Charlie's
Charlie's
Angels.
Angels.
Yeah.
Which is going to be coming out.
Again,
This
yeah,
year,
it's
right?
a show now, right?
No,
it's
isn't Drew Barrymore directing it?
Is it a show or a movie?
It's Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks is-
yes.
But is it a
directing
show
it.
or a movie now?
It's a movie.
It's a movie, yeah.
It's a movie.
So, that's the one with Naomi Scott who plays Jasmine, right?
Right. I believe
yes,
so,
yes,
yeah.
yes. But
But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of
it's such a weird like
Yeah, it is a
jump
movie. Holy crap.
when you have like Charlie's Angels TV show and Charlie's Angels movie.
Right.
It's like why?
Yeah.
You
When
know,
is it?
like-
Do you have a date from when that's coming out, Shay?
This year, the 15th of November.
Ooh, that's
It's
a
got
That's
like
a tough time to
it's
come
got
out,
like
man.
7 writers on this movie. My goodness.
That middle of November, like that's difficult. Like I feel like a movie like this would be perfect in like end of July, August. Like come out in mid-November. Like you're facing off of Frozen. You're facing off of
It's got a really weird
a
cast,
bunch
by
of
the
other
way.
things there, right?
and yeah, and that's Oscar season too. So you'll see a
Yeah.
lot of like we'll say movies that are moving towards trying to.
That are getting that push for
They're getting that push.
yeah
Yeah,
for January, February, right?
cool. What other questions do we have this week?
That was it. We did get a nice comment from Mike, who was very spoiler focused in his question. So I promise we will address it next week, if that's cool with you guys. If we stay spoiler free for one more week,
Yeah,
and then it's open. We're open for business after that.
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So let's head over to the news.
What the
Wow,
hell?
Daniel's
was
just-
that?
I'm
Trash today.
I'm awful. Thank God I'm not hosting today.
Wait, what was it again?
Oh, it's 4.
Yeah.
It's 5. Yeah.
Okay.
What did I do?
No, you did it right.
I did it right.
I
Oh,
okay,
don't
okay.
know what Daniel was
I don't
doing.
know.
Yeah, let's news.
Let's get into
This
it.
is coming from Haleigh Foutch
Yeah. Over at Collider.
over at Collider. Sonic the Hedgehog getting a redesign after the trailer Backlash.
Yes.
This is pretty big. This is the first time I've ever seen this happen.
I think so.
in film.
Yeah. So you guys saw this trailer this week, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Right?
And I mean, I kind of want to talk about the trailer now to get it out of the way as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Yeah,
we
for
are
sure.
going to talk about it later too, but let's get it over with now. What was that trailer?
I kind of like the
The name,
the
Sonic.
song,
Yeah.
the song they used.
Like Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, Gangster's Paradise.
It
That was
felt
pretty
kind of
cool.
cheesy though.
Yeah,
I'm just
Sure.
Like this is the thing.
Right, like-
I'm not a guy. I love the song, but why that song?
because
And what
Sonic
does that?
is a gangster, right?
Wouldn't it be like something like to do with speed or being fast?
Yeah.
I love,
And that's why.
What I did like was seeing Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
That
He's
was
going full Jim Carrey.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
refreshing to see.
I'm always
Again, it
worried
wasn't
about
funny, but yeah, I'm worried about him too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since like all that other
Since
stuff.
Kick-Ass 2, I've been worried about him.
Yeah.
Since he started to like backlash that film
Against violence and
against
things like
I'm
that.
like, but
yeah.
wait, what? And then and then he did Dumb and Dumber 2, and
Yeah.
But it's funny because like Ace Ventura was on today, and I was watching
Great
it,
film.
and I was just like, my god, like this was like peak Jim
Oh.
Carrey right here. And then seeing him in the Sonic trailer, I'm like, he's trying to come back to that. Like,
yeah, he's going back to
he's going
Jim
back to
Carrey.
that.
Yeah,
But I think the biggest thing that people were upset about this trailer was, my god, Sonic looked awful.
yeah.
the disproportioned.
He just looks like a kid in a suit. That's it's so weird to me. you know?
Weird body and legs and arms.
His eyes, like his weird teeth.
It looked like a child cosplay of Sonic,
Yeah.
but then like some sort of meshed together.
It's weird because like
looked
even
weird.
from when like the first like posters were coming out and like the first promotional images were leaking,
Yeah.
the internet was already like, this is not good. And then we got that first official look, and it's
And that like really twisted the internet. The internet just backlash right
Yeah.
away, right?
Well, because like here's the thing: you have something that is an animated character already looks a certain way. Why do you have to go and change it up?
yeah. It doesn't.
You have a template.
Yeah, it doesn't. It didn't make sense to me. Like Sonic is like an alien hedgehog. Like, why do you have to worry about changing what he looks like to look?
They want to
more-
make him more human.
Yeah, they made
it's
him more
just
look
very
human.
strange. And like James Marsden is in this movie as well too. And like it's interesting. He plays a lot of characters with CGI characters. Like was it Hops? He was in
Yeah,
Hop or
I don't even know anymore.
that rabbit movie, whatever he's in.
Oh
That Easter
yeah,
one.
that was a cool Easter movie.
You saw that movie, but you haven't seen other films. Like,
Spoiler
can't
alert for
spoil.
our to the show.
what's the topic of the show?
Our topic of today's show, guys, is popular movies we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into that more, but like I think like I can't believe they're actually going back and redoing the animation.
Yeah,
for this.
less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Who's the director? What's his name?
Jeff Fowler.
Jeff Fowler. Came on Twitter and wrote, "Yeah, guys, don't worry, we're gonna fix Sonic." But like, that's a huge influence change
Yeah.
on a director
And-
who's, I guess, was he not happy with what he created?
I don't know, and like, and this is the thing. Like, I don't know if we'll ever get the full version of what happened with this, because like obviously, the animators, I would hope, or the directors, whoever is in charge of how Sonic was looking, like you would think that they know that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So the fact that the internet was like pitchforks and everything like getting ablaze about it, like the internet seeing this as a win, but it's kind of scary that like this is happening now. And is this setting like a precedent for the future of movie trailers? So if fans backlash against something, do you think studios are going to take this into consideration more?
Yeah, I feel bad for the animators. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
it's
sure
a
that
short turnaround.
That's a really tough process to go through to change something that you've created
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
based off of.
And
because
I'm assuming something they fought to look differently
Yeah.
as well too, right?
that says a lot. Because
Sure.
if this changes a lot of things.
It's gonna be, especially like what they're not pushing back the release date for the film, right?
No, not that they've said,
Not
right?
that they've said. So it's still coming out in November. So now these animators, who are probably already working like day and night on this film,
crunching on this,
crunching
right?
on this film, are now being told, no, we got to redo it,
Yeah.
and we're not giving you extra time.
That's crazy. And again, like the animation already didn't look the greatest in terms of like the quality of
not
it.
at all.
Like models aside. So I'm just like, okay, you have 7 months now before this movie is going to be seen.
Well, November, right?
November, right? So
yeah.
May, June, July, August, September, October, like 6 months basically to finish this movie.
5 to 6 months, yeah.
Like that's
What do you think they change?
they're going to change the look of Sonic for sure.
The whole look?
I think they're just going to make him look straight out of
Like, you know that picture that you sent, I think, in our group chat about what, like, and we'll probably post this
old
somewhere.
Sonic? Like the Sonic from
school,
Sega?
like the
Sonic.
fan edit ones.
Yeah, like
they made
Sonic.
it look like
Big
Sonic.
eyes.
Yeah.
Big green eyes.
long legs.
Yeah.
I mean, why does he have, like like child size, 10-year-old child size legs.
Like the blue arms, and it's strange. It's
He's been
very
like
strange.
working out. He's been going to the gym or something.
Yeah.
Like it's really
Very
weird.
lean.
Sonic's the
son.
name. Speed's my game. Like, come on.
I like Ben Schwartz. And
Yeah, Ben Schwartz is awesome.
I'm glad that he's voicing him.
Yeah, like I think that's gonna be great. We also got a tease of like Dr. Robotnik, like
Which is weird,
the
by the
actual
way.
video
Yeah.
game looking version of him as like an after credits in the trailer itself.
Which was weird.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
a weird tease.
Super strange, and I don't like this. Feels very like 90s, early 2000s to me. The fact that it's like, oh, the military is somehow involved in this now.
2003 was
Yeah,
the calling for me.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
it's just like such a weird way to get the plot going on this movie. There was a Reddit post that I saw. I don't know if you guys saw this. That basically
see it.
because Sonic made like a giant like EMP go off, basically how fast he ran. That like they were saying like all the hospitals in that area, like all the life support systems that went offline because of Sonic. I'm like, that is awful.
Dark,
That's
yeah.
very
Yeah.
dark.
Wow.
Do you think they'll address that in the movie?
I hope so, because you just brought it to my attention, and now I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, all the best to all the animators out there who are working on this, because it's going to be a long 5 months for them, for sure.
God, it's just rough.
Yeah. Some sad news. Peter Mayhew has passed away.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Peter Mayhew is yes, the original Chewbacca, and this is coming from Aaron Couch and
and
Boris Kit.
Boris Kit, our
and
boy.
Mike Barnes
Yeah, there was a
from
bunch
the
of them
Hollywood
contributing to this.
Reporter. Yeah.
Was he still playing Chewie in the newer films?
So it was it's a new guy who took over for basically Force Awakens. So Peter Mayhew played him a little bit in Force Awakens.
Okay.
And I think his name is Jonas something took over.
Jonas
Okay.
Valanciunas?
No.
Wow, the ex-Tron Raptor.
Yes.
He
He's
took
like,
over.
I have to.
Who
I
they
need a
won
job.
tonight, by the way, the Raptors.
Yes,
so
they
shout out
did.
to the Raptors.
Yeah, shout out to the Raptors. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard.
So somebody took over for Peter Mayhew, but he was still like an advisor in the role, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so sad.
I remember seeing him like on set with a cane, and like
Yeah.
he was just. I guess his his height affected his health
Yeah,
as well.
and
Yes.
part of like his health condition, he just recently had a surgery as well too for his spine.
Yeah.
And when you're like 7'3" or something like that,
Yeah.
like that takes a toll on you, right?
100%.
I feel like he would have at least done some of the scenes like when Han and Chewie come on the ship in Force Awakens. I'm sure he
Definitely.
would have done that
For sure,
And then
for
from
sure.
the rest of the film, it must have been somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad. I mean, like he's like Chewie's like instantly recognizable of every character in Star Wars, right? Like
Can anyone do the Wookiee yell here?
that's
That was
very
pretty
that was good,
That was
right?
very
I
good.
can't-
I'm so sorry.
I was
for
gonna
the,
go.
the headphone.
I'd be like, Cinco de Mayo. I'm a Mexican Chewie.
Would that originally come from Peter? Like that was his like.
I
thought-
think
That's
so.
how I think, that's how he met his wife.
Oh wow, he
went
just
up
threw
to
out
her
a
and was
Wookiee call.
Oh my god, his IMDb picture looks so weird because the
It's
picture.
like it looks like an 80s or 70s rock star, right?
but the shirt is so. It looks like it's coming out of his
Airbrushed.
body.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite Chewbacca moment throughout the series?
When he shoots Kylo Ren, but he misses. And
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
yeah, he misses Kylo Ren. He should have shot him a million
Oh, like
times.
like after like Han gets
After Han
stabbed, and
dies?
like Chewie just lets out
yeah,
that
he goes
yell.
ballistic.
Yeah, that was
pretty cool.
yeah.
I think when he gets in New Hope, just gets the medal on him, he's just all like happy with himself.
Yeah.
It was a great moment. It's just like, oh, Chewie.
I just love like the subtlety of his looks, like in A New Hope, especially when they're playing whatever that holographic chess is, and he's just
Getting
gives Luke the
yeah.
look like, yeah, I will rip your arms off.
Yeah.
You know? And I love doing that in Lego Star Wars as well too. Like that was basically his move. Like he ripped people's arms off in that game. It was so fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the Lego game. Wow.
In the Lego game, yeah.
Wow.
Not
That's
in the realistic.
That I would say that's another series that would be great as a TV series.
Like
The
a Lego series?
Yeah, Lego series.
They have like TV films.
yeah,
or
like
whatever.
TV movies,
Yeah.
but like a
Yeah.
series would be cool because like
I don't
true.
think it's strong enough to be a movie. Anyways,
yeah.
Well, no, the Lego movie did really well,
yeah, okay,
and so did but did.
okay.
Like, do you mean like
It's our
like a-
boys that did it. Though.
Do you think like a Lego Star Wars movie, or do you mean like a Lego, like the Lego movies that
Like
they have,
anything
on
Lego
Netflix
would
and
be
stuff?
great on a TV's.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had
It's
Ninjago was a TV show.
it's different though. So like they have like the Lego, and he's just like whatever, man.
I mean, they have. You know what, man? You just keep doing your thing.
But so yeah, there's like the Lego movies that we've seen in theaters, which is like more stop motion, and then we've had like the Lego movies that are more like CG,
yeah,
that are like direct to Netflix, things like that.
Yeah.
yeah. But sorry, yours was Han Solo. after Han Solo stab. How about
Yeah.
you, Shay? What was your favorite Chewie?
I said it.
What was it?
The New Hope when he gets the medal.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And yours was just
Something stupid at the
Mine
end.
was something stupid, yeah.
so yeah.
But yeah, rest in peace,
Yeah,
Peter-
rest in peace.
Peter
Shout
Mayhew.
outs to Chewie.
Yeah.
On to other news. Amy Pascal ends a 30-year Sony run with Universal. This is coming from Mike Fleming Jr. of Deadline.
That's big.
This
a
is
big
huge.
one.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Pascal Pictures. I mean, that's been like synonymous with Sony for such a long time. And the fact that she's moving on now, what do you guys think is creating this? Like, do you think this is just like...
I think since her when she stepped down from the Sony co-chair,
Yeah?
I think because she took a huge run of the fall on that, because she's a co-chairman with someone else. I forgot what was his name.
Not too sure.
It's another Sony guy. But she took a huge backlash from it.
Yeah,
you know?
is this when like all the leaks and
Yeah,
emails
this
were
is when the
coming out?
hacks
Yeah.
and
When I think there was like rumors too of like an Aunt May spin-off movie coming out as well too. Do you
there's
guys remember?
that.
Yeah.
There was an
Crazy
interview with
The interview.
James Franco and
Yep.
The
Seth.
Men in Black, 21 Jump Street films.
Yeah, there's a lot. That what a crazy
Yeah.
what a crazy time that was.
Yeah, that was a huge thing. And then, I mean, like, I think her and Kevin Feige's relationship was also really weird. Like, Kevin was trying to, like, guide the MCU into a certain way, and she was just, like, holding on to Spider-Man, being like, yeah, but, like, no, like, because remember, she even said, like, Venom takes place in the MCU.
And Feige
Kevin's
was like, no.
what are you talking
like,
about?
No.
That's
no.
not a thing. And, like, Morbius is coming out next year.
Sure.
With Jared Leto. They're already shooting it, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, these weird Spider-Man spin-off films that are not taking
part of
place
the
in
Spider-Man,
MCU,
yeah.
like, I blame her for that.
So
definitely.
Does
definitely.
Sony win in this situation where she's like, I'm peacing out and I'm going to Universal?
I think Sony, and I'll be honest, I think Sony's losing on this because, like, regardless, like, whatever she's done with the Spider-Man series, she won an Oscar for Into the Spider-Verse. She brought Venom, which was critically panned, but it made a lot of money.
Yeah, box office success still.
Social Network.
She's still going to be produced. Social Network. The
Skype,
Post.
Yeah. All the Bond stuff.
So she's still going to be producing the Spider-Man movies or co-producing them going forward.
from now on still?
Yeah, so
Really?
she's still going to be part of that, but she's now going to be working for
How
Universal.
does that work, though?
I have no idea. It's strange.
She brokered the original $7 million deal with Spider-Man when Stan Lee sold it to Sony.
Yeah.
She's the
Yeah.
one who... That was a huge...
But, like, she could have taken them all.
yeah.
I'm glad she did it now.
Right, yeah.
But
it was
she's
very
just
close.
like-
They were very close.
very
I mean,
close.
Very close.
When you look at where Marvel was in like the early 2000s, like Marvel Studios, like
Yeah.
they were not in a good spot, and that's why all of their properties are spread across all these different places now because
they had Blade out there. And
they
that
were
was
just
about it.
selling everything,
Yeah.
just to not go bankrupt.
Yeah.
But also Phil Lord and Chris Miller this week too. There was word that they are going to be, I guess, spearheading a new universe of movies and TV shows based on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So we're going to be seeing, I think, Sony really doubling down on that movie.
So, no chance of Spider-Man going back to Disney. Seems like
I don't
Sony
think so.
has...
I think Sony's gonna.
They're going to hold on to Spider-Man. And then, you know what? Like, in terms of, like, other things I'm okay with, like the Spider-Man PS4 game,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And, like, something like that, I don't know if it would happen if Disney had the reins on it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm kind of really glad that we got that at least.
For sure.
After the third Spider-Man movie, what do you think will happen to him? Do you think they'll just...
third Spider-Man, like with Tom Holland.
With Tom Holland. And that Spider-Man that's part of this MCU, do you think it continues to go to the MCU, or does it just reboot itself? Because under her, she had 2 reboots,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
I guess 3
Toby.
if you think about it, right?
Yeah,
well,
three.
yeah.
No, 3.
Three Spider-Man.
Yeah, 3 Spider-Man.
I think it all depends what Marvel wants to do with him at that point, like Marvel Studios, because I think once, like going forward after Far From Home, we don't know what Marvel Studios has planned.
No.
In their slate, right? We know that Sony wants to make a Spider-Man movie every 2 years with Tom Holland, but I hope we actually get to see Tom Holland like grow up to be like an adult version of Spider-Man
yeah.
too. So I'm hoping he sticks around for a little bit, and I think they'll want to keep him for that. But it's going to be interesting to see what Sony and Marvel's partnership is going to look like 5-6 years from now.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
On to other news.
Yeah. Final story of the week.
Final story. Alan Bergman promoted to Disney Studio co-chairman, and Alan Horn expands role as Disney Chief Creative Officer. This is from Anthony D. Alessandro.
Come on, man.
Where's this guy from?
Who, Anthony?
Anthony.
Or?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get you where he's from, and I'll let you continue with the story. Give me 1 second.
But this is even big news. So for those of you who don't know the Allens as they go by,
Deadline.
Deadline.
I apologize.
The Allens. These guys are probably the killer team of executives that will, right now in the past 15 years, are what producers and executives want to be like.
Yeah.
You know,
They
these
are the
guys
reason
are like
why-
they're top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch.
They're the reason why Disney is
Yeah.
where they are right now with their movies,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Alan Horn is like one of the big movie producers, and now that he's kind of getting even more, I guess, power.
He's literally Thanos.
He's literally Thanos
and he has
right now.
all the friggin' gems.
all the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, so with this team up, they brought in Marvel. They bought Marvel.
Yep.
They brought in
Star Wars.
Lucasfilm, and 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
These are like three of the biggest franchises in media.
And now they own like Fox Searchlight and Blue Sky Animation as well.
Yeah.
My God, they have so much, and they're overseeing all of that.
Yeah. So
My God, this is crazy.
Alan Horn has now become co-chairman with Alan Bergman.
Chief Creative Officer. Man,
And then
that's nuts.
Alan Bergman is now Chief. Alan Horn is now creative officer, so he manages all the HR stuff and all
he's
that.
been there since 2012.
Yeah.
Which is like.
Yeah,
Avengers.
he came out at retirement apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he used to be the president COO of Warner Bros, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was president COO of Warner Bros back in 1999, and he ran it for 12 years.
Wow. That was a good 12 years at Warner Brothers, though.
Yeah.
He had Dark Knight under his belt.
Yeah,
he had
Matrix,
Harry Potter under
Harry
his belt.
Potter.
Yeah.
He had some like that was also the Warner Bros like
That was a strong Warner
slam
Brothers
of the
decade.
season. You know,
Yeah.
that was great. They were
And Lord of the Rings, oh my gosh, as well too. Like
with that.
it was New Line, which
New
is
Line,
Warner
which is-
Brothers,
yes,
right?
owned by yeah.
But yeah, like they were just Warner Brothers, and I think in the first, and then Inception in 2010, like anything with Nolan, like they were just firing on all cylinders. And like Warner Brothers is obviously still a superpower.
Yeah.
But when you look at what Disney has under their belt right now, it's crazy.
And they're
It's
locking these guys up.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Alan Horn becomes the next
CEO of Disney.
successor
Because
of
oh, maybe.
Iger.
He's stepping down, right? Yeah, I mean, Horn's also the one that fired James Gunn.
It's true, and rehired him.
And
rehired him.
He's like, listen, man, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
So
I said
no,
you're
come back.
hired,
No.
not fired.
Yeah, come back, man, come back.
So I have this like the Allen successes.
Please.
So they have biggest domestic release of all time, which is 936 million for The Force Awakens.
Wow.
Biggest domestic animated release of all time, 608 million for
Which
the
is-
Incredibles. Biggest global animated,
Is that Incredibles 2 or first Incredibles?
second Incredibles.
Second Incredibles.
Second Incredibles.
I thought Anthony was giving me the peace sign for a second, but he was indicating it was the sequel.
Biggest global animated of all time, which is Frozen, 1.27 billion.
Which is going to destroy this year when the sequel comes out.
And then since 2015, led every single box office in terms of revenue.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Like we like
That's
again,
crazy. That's
we've
a
been-
huge accomplishment.
Yeah, we've been saying this since starting this podcast. I think Disney this year, and we're going to talk about this more when we get into box office next.
Yeah.
Disney this year is going to make the most money they've ever made in their entire history of being a company.
Yeah. In
Like,
one year.
And this year
Do you
is going to be
think-
the most profitable year for them at the box office.
Do you think that this year equals the past, we'll say, 5 years in one year?
total? I don't think that much, but I think.
But here's,
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
so I was showing Shay 2 days ago.
Oh, thanks for not showing me, man.
Sorry, I didn't get
It's
to show
okay.
you,
You were
but
busy.
we were talking about. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to LA, and the Disneyland is finally opening their
Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge, and tickets for that reservation sold out in like 2 hours.
Yep.
from May 31st to June 26th. And
and then after that,
yeah,
it's just open.
after that, it's open. I'm
just
like,
for your trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Literally, the time that you're there, it's like, nah,
No.
You have to like. So I went to their website and kind of looked at the whole Disney experience, and man, this amusement park is going to change amusement parks.
Yeah.
It's literally the set of Star Wars.
Where is it opening up in
It's
Disneyland, Anaheim.
So when we went, when Shay and I went to Disneyland in 2016,
Yes.
we saw them building this. Remember when we were coming in on
yeah.
the I guess the buses?
Yes, I remember this now.
And like it was all walled off, and it was insanely huge.
Yeah.
And now we're finally here almost 3 years later, and it's opening up, and I think this is only the beginning.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have like a Marvel world soon. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
just.
They're just setting themselves up, man. Like it's gonna be insane how much money Disney makes. It's almost upsetting how much money they're gonna make.
It's obscene. It's obscene for sure.
That's what it is. Yeah.
But again, like if I got the chance to go on the Millennium Falcon and check out everything there, like I'm 100% in for that. Like that's awesome.
Like I mean, they're doing what we want. We want to see all these things, right?
we do.
So they're giving it to us.
I always have this feeling that there's something like.
They're actually Hydra. And
Yeah, it's like literally Hydra. It's
There's
like this
something
evil
going on.
empire, you know? There's
Something's
something that
going
can't be
on.
this amazing.
No,
you know?
it's too good to be true. Like you hear the
Yeah.
word Disney, and it's like literally magic.
yeah.
yeah.
That's literally when you go to the amusement park, it's magic.
Yeah, when everywhere you look, like it's just they have every angle thought of. It's unreal the detail they put into their parks, so.
Everything's always clean. Like it's just so meticulously well done that you're like, I feel like something's up.
Yeah. What's going on beneath this?
What's next for these guys? What do you think is their next step?
Do you like
Disney?
next acquisition?
Like
do you,
these the Allens.
do you think
Yeah.
that they have another like Lucasfilm Marvel size acquisition coming after Fox?
Who could they take?
Because like Fox arguably was bigger than Star Wars and Marvel
You're
combined.
taking up everything.
How much did they buy 20th Century Fox for?
Was it 28 billion?
It was I think 28 billion, and Marvel was 4 billion, and Lucasfilm was 4 billion. So like
I'll do a fact check on that.
I don't know. Like I'm scared to what they buy next.
Because like
yeah.
if they keep buying stuff,
What's
like
left?
it becomes a monopoly, right? So
Yeah.
they have to leave things or leave, studios.
I don't know. Like I think from going
Do they
forward
go
now,
technology?
maybe.
Do they buy Tesla? Do they start doing cruises in space? Do they buy
Space cruises?
Yeah.
You say that though, but it doesn't
telling
sound
you.
out of the realm of
Yeah.
possibilities.
What if they bought Apple?
You think they could?
No.
No.
I mean,
I don't want to stir the pot.
There was
No.
a little rumor, I think, like 10 years ago or so, right? That like Apple may buy Disney, and like there was like,
I don't know if Apple could buy Disney though.
you don't think so with all that money in the bank?
I think
they have
so.
so much. You think so?
I think so, yeah.
But that's like
Disney-
a big chunk. Like they're risking everything.
Yeah.
to buy.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think
like,
Apple
they
could
get
buy
them.
Disney. I think
Yeah.
Apple has more money in the bank than Disney does.
I'm curious. I'm gonna look that up
Yeah.
as well. But that would be insane.
Or they come out with a partnership, but they're already partners.
Well, they're already
in a
like
sense,
they're already
right?
friends, right?
Yeah,
They're
already
friends,
But now
yeah.
they're like it's like twins in the uterus.
Yes,
And
go
like,
on.
The one is
And,
gonna
like,
eat the other.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
always going to be that time where
There can only be one.
because one is
Only
now
one.
Apple is now treading in the entertainment world,
Right.
are,
So
but-
Apple's
And
now
Disney's going to be like, not on my
And they're
watch.
launching at the same time, aren't
Yeah,
they? Like
very
November
close.
area.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. I think it's good. Like, but this is the thing. Like Disney Plus already said that it's going to be on Apple TV. Like
Yeah.
Apple, it's going to be integrated that way. So like they're going to be hopefully working closer together. But also like they're also offering their own stuff. So I think we're going to see Disney really, now that they have all this entertainment properties under the belt, like they're really going to start flexing it even more.
yeah.
And I think we're only going to see this happening in the next maybe 5 years.
So just a quick fact check.
Please, yeah.
From what I'm reading right now, it looks like Disney bought it for $71.3 billion.
A little short of our 28 billion.
little short of our
My God, I still
Imagine brokering the deal for that.
I still
Like,
can't believe that they bought Fox, like 20th
Yeah.
Century Fox. That's still like, it still doesn't.
you don't.
compute with me.
You don't even feel it until you start seeing these franchises with
Yeah.
the Disney intro.
Yeah.
You know?
And now, like with MCU, like where it's going to be, I think Phase 5, like X-Men, Fantastic Four, whatever it's going to be, they're going to have these characters, and they're just going to really have the Marvel universe in their hands, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Cool.
Also scared, but
Also
excited.
scared, yeah. Cool. So why don't we move on to trailers of the week?
Yeah, Apple does have more money than.
Or actually, let's do box office.
Box office.
Box office. Do we really have to do box office? We know.
Can we talk
what's
about how
number
crazy it is though?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's get because we're talking about Disney money right now. My God.
How much did they make this week?
Yeah. Wait. What's more updated right now? Because I feel like this is out of date. Even like what you have.
It's probably out of date. So the big news that came out of the box office this week is that Avengers Endgame is now the second highest grossing film of all
God
time
Yep.
damn.
worldwide. It sunk Titanic.
Wait.
It revived Titanic and then it sunk it again.
Oh.
Into the water. It's so funny because Titanic is a symbolism of Captain America. You know? Yeah, because Captain America
Go on, yes.
fell into the water and froze, and
Yeah.
Titanic fell in the water and
And
froze.
then Rose froze
so
and Jack froze.
Captain America and Jack are the same person.
Yeah.
So here's the
That's
thing.
what I got
Yes.
from this description.
And that's how Jack came back.
Jackie back?
Jack came back.
But then
must
they
have
called
missed
him
that.
Steve.
Oh, okay.
He forgot who he was. Just like Rose took another name at the end.
Right.
But yeah, so it officially passed Titanic today, and it's in its 11th day in the box office.
Yeah.
It's sitting at 2.188 billion right now, and Avatar is sitting at 2.78.
Do you think it beats that 2.7?
Yeah.
100% now.
So 700 million extra money. So
Yep.
you have to think that the majority of people went to go watch this 3-hour movie
Yep.
in the past 2 weeks.
Right.
Do you bet on them
Yes.
watching it another 3?
Not even
Why,
just,
Shay?
not even just that. Not even just that. And this is what's upsetting me, and I'm so sorry to people out there, but I was talking to people today at work who still haven't seen it yet and want to see it.
Right.
And I've talked to a lot of people who aren't movie fanatics or aren't even that crazy about films, and they've told me they've seen it 2 times, 3 times now.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is nuts. Like, would you see it? You haven't seen it again.
I haven't
have you?
seen it yet.
Would you see it again?
Sorry, I haven't seen it a second time.
Second time.
Yeah, I would.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's
My mom told me today she wanted to see it
yeah.
again.
And I think my sister wants to go see it. So
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't be surprised if all of us go one more time again to the
Yeah.
theater.
So it made 162 million this week.
This weekend, I think
it 145,
I think
I think?
145.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which again, for a second weekend, is insane.
Yeah, usually the drop is huge.
Avatar did it in 47 days, I believe, to 2 billion. This did it in 11 days.
Right. And Avatar also had the advantage of coming out in December.
So
with
what's coming
nothing.
out like?
So this week
what-
is Detective Pikachu that's coming out.
Which will do well. But
I think it's going to do well. Do you think it's going to get the #1 spot at the box office this weekend? Because
I would probably go see that before I go watch Endgame again.
Like as big as Pokemon is, I wouldn't be surprised if Pokemon makes maybe 50 to 60 million.
I think
and
it's gonna
Avengers.
I think
comes
that
out.
movie's gonna make more than that. For
You think
sure.
you think it's opening weekend? It's going to do more?
Yeah, at
I
least
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't
80
be
to
surprised.
100?
because isn't Detective Pikachu also getting good buzz?
It's getting some good buzz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I think
sitting
it's
They
at
got
about
you in the
70
feelings.
It's got 70%.
Yeah.
On
Did you see
Rotten
that
Tomatoes right
trailer?
now.
Oh my god, he said like if your dad was here, he would.
Oh my God,
he would
yeah.
hug you until your bones
I-
pop.
this-
Oh my gosh!
I've never had such a turnaround on a movie.
Yeah.
I'll be totally honest. When they announced Detective Pikachu, I'm like, okay,
It's gonna be a
sure.
no for me. Yeah.
And then when the first trailer came out, and I remember we did a reaction for it on YouTube, and we were just like, "Oh my god, this looks great!
Yeah.
What's happening right now?" And I also love how Ryan Reynolds, how involved he is in the marketing of these movies. It's so good.
So, is he producing it?
I don't think so, but I just
know.
think he
We
just
can find
loves being involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think going back to what we were saying, I do think this will eventually surpass Avatar. Do you guys see this hitting 3 billion?
You know why?
Oh, yeah.
You know why I think it might be tough for 3 billion? We got Detective Pikachu.
Yep.
Okay. Then we've got John Wick 3, which I know is not like huge, but if I'm hearing buzz,
I have a feeling that John Wick 3 won't come in first its opening weekend.
I don't think so either.
That's just me. That's just me with a hot take.
I don't think so either.
Like,
Can we
really?
I'm gonna.
with all the buzz on John Wick.
I'm curious. Did John Wick 2 come out first its opening weekend? I don't think it did.
I can look into that.
Yeah.
We also have Aladdin, and that's Disney money right there.
Yeah.
And as controversial as Aladdin is being touted right now, I think it'll still do well.
Oh yeah, it's gonna make a lot of
So
money.
those of you who are listening, when John Wick comes out, go support Keanu.
Oh for sure.
He really needs it.
We'll be there
He
opening
needs to
night.
be #1. Poor guy. Can't be #2.
He's back.
Yeah, I think I'm back.
Oh man, I watched it again this week. We'll get into it when we're watching. I'm like, what a great movie. What a great movie.
Where did it open up?
We're just getting a fact check on how did John Wick 2 do its opening weekend.
I think it opened third.
Wow.
Well, because
What
it
did
opened up
open-
against Get Out, right?
Opening weekend, it did 30 million. Yeah, #3 rank.
Wow.
Really?
That's
Interesting.
I must view all the 11 weekends.
But I mean, like, it made 30 million though.
It ranked at third, then dropped to fourth for 2 weeks, and came back to third.
Okay.
And then
But they made,
dropped to fifth.
but John Wick 2 made a lot more money than the first one did. So that's good, and I'm glad we're getting a sequel to it because like the second one I loved it, and it looks like more John Wick for the third one. And I'm here for it. It looks fantastic. So
I think it's the last one.
yeah,
I think that's it. Too.
I wouldn't be surprised if John Wick gets a spin-off TV series as well too, because I think that would be a cool series as well. Because the world they built in that first movie,
who would do the TV series justice? Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Apple.
Hulu
Can't be Disney, because it has
Apparently,
to be a
Disney
Disney.
is buying the rest of Hulu because Disney
I
has
don't know
the
from
control.
the rest, but like a good more.
Yeah,
chunk
like
of
they
it.
have I think Disney owns like 30% of Hulu, and I think they're going to buy another chunk of it.
Yeah, something like that.
I feel like I would see John Wick on Amazon.
I would see it too.
I just see it on Amazon as an Amazon
Because
Prime
of Jack
show.
Ryan, I think. Because they did Jack Ryan, even though it wasn't huge on Jack Ryan, I can see them doing it too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was box office.
Yeah, box office. Trailers. I don't think there was a trailer of the week this week.
No, the real winners were the people who didn't watch the trailers this week.
I only trailer from I saw that this week that we have on here is Sonic, and I wish I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
We all know about Sonic.
Yeah.
How trash that was. Another trashy movie, The Crawl.
The Crawl. Yeah, that's I saw the trailer and I don't even remember it.
I don't know. I saw
One of
the
my
trailer.
favorite actors is in it.
Who is
Not
it?
my favorite actor.
Keanu's
but
in it?
No, one of like an actor I really
Kumail?
like. No, Barry Pepper from Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, okay.
He's in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's so trash.
So what's the premise of this movie?
It's, I believe, there's a hurricane happening in Florida.
Oh, I did see
Yeah.
this trailer. My God.
There's a hurricane happening. It's about to happen in Florida. This girl goes back to her house to find her dad that's unconscious because somehow an alligator got loose in the basement because it's flooded.
Does it take place in Florida?
It takes place in
that
Florida.
makes sense then.
And now she's trapped because her dad's like injured, and then there's this hurricane happening, and she can't get out of the house with her injured dad. And there's like this fight off with the alligator. It's kind of like this.
So
just stupid.
when you said Barry Pepper, I don't know his name, but I immediately pictured Barry Pepper, like the actual actor. And then I went to the picture. I'm like, that is so scary. Of all people to think of, I thought of this guy being Barry Pepper.
Who is it?
It's Barry Pepper.
Barry Pepper.
Oh, it's Barry Pepper.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
so you thought the right person.
I thought the right person, but I have never once known his name. I've never even cared to know his name, but I assumed that this was the guy that you like because he looks like a kind of guy that you would like.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of has that Keanu look.
He's gonna
Does he have to
this-
look
this
that like you guys? He would come on the
rough
podcast
look.
and you guys would be friends and do stuff.
I don't know.
He's got like the I'd hang out with Anthony.
Look at his movie. Look at his movie.
I know. I remember him from 7 Pounds as well.
Saving
Oh,
Private
yeah.
Ryan, 7 Pounds, True
Mile.
Grit, Green Mile. Yeah,
He plays like either a really nice guy in movies or a huge asshole in some films.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was surprised he was in this trailer in this movie, but it seems like a B movie horror.
Yeah,
a
for
B
sure.
movie, almost like Shark Tornado type of thing.
Sharknado.
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 I was like
Sharknado was the
Sharknado.
official title.
What was that big box office?
The Meg.
The Meg.
The Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like very
But
similar.
there was
to
one
that.
before that I think too that kind of was like whoa, like B horror, a B film, but like yeah,
Nothing.
Something
my favorite
to do with
shark.
hurricanes, right?
Hurricane Heist,
Hurricane. Heist.
Yes, where they're
directed
heisting
by
a-
the Fast and Furious guy from the first one, Rob.
they're heisting a
Or there's
some
so many like
building and-
Geostorm.
Geostorm at least like was like taking itself seriously though.
It was.
It was
yeah.
like no, this could happen.
Yeah,
Dean
yeah.
Devlin was like, this
There's
is
science
possible.
here. We also got a trailer for Apocalypse Now Final Cut. If we didn't need any more cuts of this movie, we have it now.
Yeah.
This is like This is like between like the original cut and the
director's cut.
director's cut, and it's like 30 minutes longer.
There's the audience cut probably someday coming
There's it's craziness. It's happening. It's coming out in August.
Yeah, we'll
I
see
think
what
that's
happens.
all we have to say about that.
out. Yeah, forget about it.
Forget about it. Cool. What's out this week, guys?
So we talked about Detective Pikachu,
Yep.
which we're definitely gonna go see. The Hustle, which I think I've maybe seen the trailer once for.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson.
Awkward, not awkward, but weird team up.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, like that kind of team up.
Yeah.
where you have
Yeah.
the tall, skinny girl,
or
and
Reese
the
Witherspoon
little
and
girl.
like Sofia Vergara in whatever.
Well, yeah, but those are like two like attractive women in terms
Yeah.
of.
No, but like it's always like the odd pairing.
yeah, the
ones, right?
odd, the odd bumbly.
Yeah.
But
pair,
Anne
yeah.
Hathaway
Melissa
has
McCarthy
not
and-
had a good movie in
Yeah, what has she
It's
done?
been a while. Yeah,
since
she's She did that one with Matthew McConaughey
She
recently.
also did that other one, the one that was the monster
that
movie.
that indie movie? Yeah,
The indie
that
film
one.
that
Colossal.
was
Colossal, which was like it was like kind of painted as a comedy. It was actually
It was
something
about
about like
depression,
depression
I
and
think,
alcohol
right?
and
Yeah,
But yeah,
she
she hasn't really done anything huge since like
Les
Dark Knight
Miserables, I think.
Rises
Or,
and
yeah,
Les Mis,
Rises,
you know?
yeah.
And she was in the Oceans, the revamp Oceans.
Ocean's 8, yeah, she was in
she
there.
was in that too. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like she's kind of
I saw her in The Intern, which I didn't like at all.
With Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also did Interstellar. Remember that?
Oh, yeah,
okay. So
yeah,
that was her
yeah.
last good movie.
Last
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
5 years
But then
ago.
she did
Wow.
Alice Through the Looking Glass, and that was a
That,
fart
that was
sound.
it.
It was a pretty good fart.
That
sound.
wasn't a soundboard. That was Shay.
That was me applying my buttocks to the microphone.
Yeah, you'll see that on the video version of this podcast.
Yes.
We have Palms coming out with Diane Keaton, Jackie Weaver, and Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
Yeah,
Palms. What's that about?
I'm not too sure, but it's like a bunch of actresses in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a comedy about a group of women who form a cheerleading squad at their
Oh
retirement.
yes. And she's
So,
like
I
she's
mean-
like dying. I think.
Pam Grier's dying?
No.
all of them.
Diane Keaton's dying.
We're all dying, guys.
Pam Grier.
She has like terminal cancer or something like that.
Well, that's not funny.
That's so, yeah, it got so dark all of a sudden. Good old Jackie Brown.
Pasolini.
Pardon
This
me?
this is the
Oh.
biopic on
I thought you were
Anthony's
talking to
life.
Anthony about
Yeah.
something. Yeah, like,
Bausolini.
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 Is that what you say at home, or
Yeah.
what is that about?
That's like a form of pasta.
Oh,
Bausolini. You want some Bausolini?
With Willem Dafoe, who was always fun to watch.
kaleidoscope look at the day of an Italian filmmaker.
Yeah.
This movie
It's
came
Anthony.
out. This movie came out in 2014 in Italy. Eh?
Really, eh? But it's only getting released now?
It came out in 2014 in Italy.
Sure.
I bet you it premiered at TIFF. I think that movie premiered
Probably.
at TIFF.
Nuts! It's 5 years later and it's coming out.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Tolkien. Nicholas Hoult and Lily Collins.
This is gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, this is not making anything. Like,
No.
Zero. I'm telling you, zero.
Do you think,
$0
Do you think this
and
movie was
7
made
cents.
with the intentions of being like an Oscar-y bait movie? Because like where it's
there's no
released,
way.
being released in May, like that's not really an Oscar-y bait movie, right? Because like as we said at the top of the show, we usually see the Oscar movies October, November, December,
Yeah.
right? But for it to come out in May, I think they're just like, let's just get this
I
movie
just don't
out.
think he had enough. I don't think he had a crazy life to warrant
And they're
an
not
Oscar.
They're also not marketing it the right way. I
Yeah.
think, too. I think they tried to draw in some Lord of the Rings comparisons, but I
Right.
think we're also too fresh off maybe the Hobbit's negativity that we got from it that we're just kind of like I really don't care to see it. I mean, it looks like it might ruin some of the ideas that I have in my head about
Right.
Lord of the Rings.
And I think it may suffer from like whenever we have movies about like people who are real, who
the
are
why
creating things,
even,
like I don't want to almost see like that direct comparison.
No.
And I think I always go back to like Bohemian Rhapsody where it's like you'll have that scene where like Freddie and like Brian May are having an argument, and then one of the guys just starts like playing the riff on the bass line of Another One Bites the Dust. Is like is that how it happened? Like
That's
it's
no
so
way how
hard
that
to show
happened.
those inspirations in movies.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I would have definitely checked this movie out if it was like on Netflix.
I was just gonna say that if it was on Netflix, I would have added it to my queue and then seen it a few years down the road.
Yeah, I would have maybe checked it out. But
I would have gotten the notification that it's being removed from Netflix soon.
I was like, we should probably watch this.
How about we should check this out? But sorry to Pasolini.
Yeah.
actually premiered at TIFF in 2014.
yeah,
Okay,
I remember seeing that name.
yeah.
I'm like,
So now it's finally coming out. Solid 5 years later.
Wow. I mean, and that happens, right? Especially
It
with
happens
smaller
a lot,
movies,
yeah.
like them getting an actual buyer. Like
yep.
it takes time, you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Forget about
What else? The Professor and the Madmen.
Mel
Gibson and Sean Penn.
Sean Penn.
I don't know. I
it.
haven't-
Two names that just aren't gonna bring people in right now.
This isn't 1995 anymore.
No, this is not. Yeah,
And Mel Gibson has this like scary
the scary beard.
Freud beard going on.
Oh,
so
great.
Oh, is this like a Sigmund Freud type of movie?
no, but he
No,
looks
but
like
you know,
Sigmund
you know,
Freud.
you know that scary beard that he has.
That's
Oh, like
scary.
a Bushman beard,
Like the racist beard.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that one going on. I
like the
guess.
Deep South beard.
Yeah.
the deep south beard.
And we have All Is True.
Yeah, a lot of
starring
movies coming out this
Kenneth
week.
Branagh,
Yeah.
Ian McKellen, and Judi Dench.
I think Kenneth is directing it as well too.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
There's a lot of movies coming out.
Yeah, but I think the biggest two movies this week is obviously going to be Pikachu and
The Hustle?
The Hustle. I don't think I have a feeling Avengers may stay at the top.
I think so too.
But
I would
Pikachu,
like to see Pikachu do really well though.
I want to because I want the Smash
Is this
Brothers
a worldwide
universe.
release at the same time?
For Pikachu?
Yeah.
I think it's already opened up in
Japan?
or it's opening up this week in Japan, and then because they had the fan events 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, they did.
or
wow.
a week and a half ago, they had a fan event. So people
I
have
can
seen
take a
this
look.
movie. I'm curious if that's going to impact the box office of it.
Release
at all.
date.
What release date for what? Sorry.
This movie is pretty much everywhere is May.
Oh, Pokemon.
May 3rd in France. It had a premiere. Japan had a premiere in May 3rd for Pokemon, but it's pretty much launching everywhere on May 9th to 10th.
Cool.
Russia, Poland, Greece, and everywhere else get it end of May, June, July. Madagascar is getting it July 31st. So if you happen to be in Madagascar, you'll get to watch it then.
Oh, sounds good. Plan accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are we watching, guys?
I didn't watch much this week. I mean, I saw Endgame again.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
saw it in
same.
40x.
That was
the
a cool.
smelly one?
The smelling,
Well,
moving,
it's
water
not
spraying.
smelly, but it was a cool. So 40x basically is very similar to like the actual theme park rides. To me, it's what D-Box should have been, like a really cool experience. You have a row of about 6 chairs. Would you say, Daniel?
Yeah, six rows.
Like 6 seats, pretty much tied to one mechanical
Yeah.
machine, right? So these go up, down. They tilt back and forward, left to right. The seats in front of you have sprays in the back, so they spray water at you.
Yeah, or
But you
air.
or air. The
Yeah.
seat, like right on your actual
They
seat, like
spray
behind you.
insults at you.
Yeah, they have like air cannons that like shoot out things, and
Yeah.
like by your feet too. So
They have smoke effects as well too,
and
lightning
snow
effects.
Like they have snow.
Oh yeah, that
falls,
was so
remember?
cool. Yeah.
And the Vormir scene.
Yeah.
They have lighting and strobe lights.
It's a really cool way to watch a movie. It's not something that I would say like
day one. No.
this is not how I'd want to watch a movie for the first time, but for my 4th time watching
Yeah.
Avengers, yeah.
Okay, so
for a cheap Tuesday, it was perfect.
Yeah,
the
Tuesday
scene
for sure.
the scene with Cap with like what was the smell?
What?
It smelled like victory.
The scene
man.
when he got the hammer.
Oh, it smelled like America. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it smelled like
America.
America, 100%.
Yeah.
It smelled like freedom.
Actually, the only scene that they showed like that had smelling was like right when you get to Thanos' farm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like there's like a nice
Like fruit smell.
fruity smell.
Oh, this is nice.
And then when Cap comes back really old, it smelled like a retirement home.
yeah,
No,
it smelled like mothballs.
it just smelled like a hospital.
It was funny because I remember we saw Infinity War in 40X as well too. And
Yes.
the way that movie opens up is basically Thanos is like messed up the
They're on
ship
the burning ship.
on the
yeah.
British ship, and like it just smells like garbage and like burnt
I'm like,
corpses.
Daniel, did you fart?
Like this smelled awful. But again, it's a really cool like. There's a like we're lucky that we have a lot of like gimmicky ways to watch movies close to us. Like we had
Screen
D-Box,
X.
Screen X, which is like when the movie's like projected on the sides of the screen as well too.
Yeah.
So like if you
If you
have
like
a-
going to the theater,
yeah,
and
you just want to check it out in a cool way,
Yeah.
it's a cool way to watch a movie.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. What
Oh,
else?
and I watched The Town.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can talk about The Town all day if you guys wanted to.
All of
Yeah, I
Okay.
think you guys watched it at the same time in
We
different
did.
houses.
We
from
synced up.
from your stories.
Oh, I went to Daniel's house to watch it. He went to my house to watch
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, we synced up because like we just wanted to be able to like dissect this movie together. You know, we would have called you, but
But you wouldn't have picked up.
no, you would have said, "Do I know you? I don't speak
You
to you guys
would have
unless
really
we're
said,
recording the podcast."
I don't know if I really want to like watch the movie right now, guys. I'm
That's
really
very
tired.
true. That's very true.
What have you been watching this week, Anthony?
So I watched Venom
Yep.
Oh,
What
yeah,
first
what'd you
time?
think?
first time.
What'd you think? What a movie, man!
gotta be careful.
It just garbage. I'm sorry,
Dude, it's crazy. It's craziness.
It's so bad.
yeah.
It's so bad.
Is it on Netflix or something?
Oh, it's on Crave.
It's on
That's where I
Crave,
got
yeah.
it.
That's
That's where I
why.
watched
It's
it.
funny because like I was talking to a friend of the show as well, Carlos, about this, and
Yes,
Carlos
I
watched
was talking
it.
about it too.
And he enjoyed it. And here's the thing: I think
how do you
Venom,
enjoy this movie?
I thought
How do
Venom
you
was
enjoy this movie?
Venom is an awful movie, but it's like a car crash that I can't stop looking at.
That's how I felt about it too, because I watched it and I was like, this movie could have been so much more.
Yes, it
worse.
has so. Well, okay, yes, that's true. But it had.
wait,
there was
what?
there was
Wait,
glimpses that it had so much potential,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
like the lobster scene, like when he jumps into the
yeah,
Yes,
Tom
what the
Hardy.
fuck is happening here?
Tom Hardy is just going for it, man.
Yeah, he was like, all right,
just
I'm just
eating
gonna
it.
do it. But there's the moments that we got of Venom, I thought were not cool, but like I was like, I'm intrigued of where this is.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I want to keep watching it.
I want to keep going.
Yeah.
What really did it in for me was the bike scene where his hands are like CG.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God,
Some
yeah.
of it is CG'd, and then some of it is just like it looks like he has props, and his
Right.
hands are like glued to this motorcycle, and he's going through the city.
And in cut to, you could tell that it's a stunt rider.
yes,
It's not Tom Hardy.
it's just so
what a
poorly
movie,
done.
man. What
And
a
the
movie.
make-out scene with the She-Venom.
Yeah,
and
with Michelle. Oh my God. And then Riz Ahmed, who's always great.
Yeah.
This movie has an amazing cast.
amazing cast. Everyone is just utilized horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the ending was pretty cool, where you bring in Woody
Also, like
Carnage,
the,
yeah.
also
Carnage.
like the well, I don't know if that was a little too on the nose with the Carnage scenes.
There'll
Like,
be
it's gonna be Carnage. It was just so like early 2000s, and I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
weird. But like the funniest part, and Daniel and I kept laughing so hard in the theater, was in the beginning the sequence of all the girls that were getting like venomized. Like that, it was transferring to them. Like it went from like
yes.
it went from the police officer to the little girl
Yeah.
to the old lady, and I was like, "What the hell is going on here? How are they hopping on these flights?"
I remember, like,
Where's their passports?
yeah,
I picked this movie up on iTunes just to punish myself.
yes, I remember this.
And I remember I was just watching it one night, and like my dad was like sleeping on the couch, and every time like Venom spoke, it's like Eddie. My dad would just be like, "What are you watching?"
My name's Paul. What are you talking
like,
about?
what? No, we're hungry. What a
See,
movie.
that part is
Yeah.
like, yes, that's Venom. It's so
Yeah.
good, but then it just, I don't know, it's just poorly
Oh, it's
done.
such
The
a-
chemistry between him, like even his girlfriend just dips on him. He's like, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Like, see ya.
And then it's just like,
But it's just such like a like it's just there's so many like overly done like
Yeah.
plot moments like, oh, he's a like, did you ever buy him as a reporter?
no.
Like, did you ever buy him like as a serious like,
As not even just a reporter, but
Because
like
he's
such
not a he's not a
well-known
reporter.
voice.
yeah, but like
And it
he's-
was what not Daily Bugle.
no, it was like
Daily
something
World, Daily Globe, Daily
yeah,
Globe. I
so,
think.
something like that where it's like, and it's Tom Hardy doing this weird Brooklyn / accent.
He's
like,
almost
some-
like some guys are like autism or something.
like, he's just like, yeah, and how do you know about?
He's like,
Yeah, he has
yeah,
the-
What would you
like,
say?
the
He's
Christopher
doing a
Walken.
He's
Yeah.
doing like a Rain Man thing as
Yeah.
well. Like he's like counting cards or something. I was really confused by
It's
it.
very strange. Like, what do you say to the people that die when they take these trials? Like, why are you
You,
doing
you
a cri-
memorized this film, eh?
I told you I wanted to punish myself,
By
and I watched this
memorizing
movie.
the script.
But yeah, I'm glad you finally watched it, and we're going to get a sequel to this movie because it almost made $1 billion.
yeah,
Nuts.
Yeah. You also watched Extremely Vile,
extremely vile, shockingly evil,
and
wait,
God, this
extremely
movie.
wicked, shockingly evil, and vile.
I watched it this morning.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
it.
I watched it this morning.
So this is a strange movie because this movie is about Ted Bundy. As you know, he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
But they don't portray him as the serial killer. They show him, Ted Bundy, the celebrity.
Yeah,
You know-
which is an interesting balance because I remember when we first started talking about this. I think on episode 0 or 0.5,
Something like that.
we were talking about the backlash that the trailer got because it was kind of glamorizing him.
Yeah.
And I definitely felt that in the movie.
Yeah.
It definitely felt like they were painting this guy like, and here's the thing, like I was watching it and I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Were
am I
you
supposed
rooting for him, or
am
were
I, and that's the
you-
thing. I'm like, am I supposed to be rooting? Is he supposed to be like? And I get Ted Bundy was supposed to be a charming guy, but also like,
But like,
It
talk
just-
about what he did.
it's just like a weird. I honestly, like, I was watching it, I had no idea how I was supposed to feel.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they picked a side, if they maybe showed his life a little bit more, because Lily Collins was in this movie, and I feel
Yes.
like
She was underutilized.
the only thing that she did in this movie was cry.
Yeah.
In every scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, she was just like such a waste of a character.
Yeah.
Like being let Haley
Maybe I'll put
Joel
her on
Osment
tonight.
is in this movie
It's
as well
so
too.
weird.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
put it on tonight, and I'll
Yeah.
It's
see what the hell
it's a
about.
strange take on his life.
Yeah.
There was never a part in the movie where they show how evil this guy is.
I only think towards the end of the movie.
Towards the end, but very little. There's some form of sympathy in that sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe that's what these and the women in this movie all love this guy.
Yeah.
Every single female, and I just don't know why. I just
Yeah, and I get like that's what happened during
Yeah.
the case because female all these girls would go to the court hearings because they were open. This is the first televised court hearing or whatever, again, yeah, I didn't know how I was supposed to feel.
Zac
watching
Efron kind of played Zac Efron.
Yeah, he was just.
It's
he
like
was
Zac Efron playing himself because women love
like
him.
Troy from
He was
High School
Troy
Musical.
from High School Musical.
Yeah.
On trial. But I do like how this movie started though, like because it kind of started with him in prison, and it was kind of cutting back and forth to like how we met, and then once it kind of like got into the movie, I just found that it was jumping too much. It kept jumping from time to time, so it was kind of really hard to be like, wait, when did he have time to do these crimes? You know what I mean? Because like you don't see it. The movie's just telling you that he's on trial, but it's like, did he do it though? And then you realize, no, this is a real person. Yeah, he did it.
And the title comes from during his sentencing from the judge, because I know a lot of like when we were talking about it, this title's so long.
Yeah, it's still a terrible name for a movie.
It's a terrible name. But yes, the judge, when he was sentencing him, he says that your crimes are extremely wicked and shockingly evil and vile. Yeah, and that's where
it comes from.
It's still a bad name.
Yeah, it's still a bad name.
But yeah, I was gonna say like
they could have just called it Bundy.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think like even maybe if they didn't want to put a name to it, I don't know. Just like it's just strange because like you look at the cast of this movie too. It's like Zac Efron. Who's Zac Efron? Like he could act. Zac Efron could act. So like he does a good job. He does a good job in this. But again, like you're not supposed to, like I don't know how I'm supposed to feel to him.
Yeah, but like it felt like Zac Efron playing Zac Efron,
right?
Playing Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Because it's a weird mixture of because Zac Efron's so loved. You know, like he's a good looking guy.
Yeah,
and he's charming.
He's charming, and he's playing charming in this, right?
But he doesn't play Ted
like
Bundy.
we would hang out with Zac Efron.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I think so, yeah. We'd ask him to go do stuff with us.
100%. I'd be like, yo, Zachy.
Zachy boy.
Call him.
Yeah.
Like, he would be, like, bottom of the group, though. Like,
Like,
when he's not there,
like
we would...
when he's not there, we talk shit about him.
Yeah.
We're like, yo,
we
Zach.
call Keanu and say, did you hear about Zac Efron?
What Effie did?
Yeah.
Effie. Yo, Effie?
That sounds like a pet name.
Yeah, yo, Effie. Get the Effie out of here, okay?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you have Jim Parsons in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Parsons?
John Malkovich in this
Yes,
movie.
John Malkovich plays the judge.
And then Haley Joel Osment apparently is in this movie
He
as well,
was
too.
really, like, mad.
Yeah.
It's like, I see dead people. Look at me.
Is he like also really chubby still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I think he lost a little bit of weight.
But again, like it's just a weird casting. Very weird casting in this.
Yeah.
Cool.
What did you watch this week, Shay?
I just told you.
Did you watch anything else?
Oh, that's it. Endgame.
I think it's you, Daniel.
I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about street food?
Yes.
Yes. I think you mentioned it last time. Did you not?
No. So it came out before the podcast.
Maybe you told me about it.
I told you about it, yeah.
And you said it in your movie podcast voice.
Maybe. I sent you voice notes about it.
You're like, welcome to the movie podcast. I'm like, Daniel, man. Like,
street food.
here.
So, like you guys, I watched, like Shay, like we watched The Town. I watched the first John Wick, as I mentioned a little bit earlier in the show. But I'll take my time here to talk about Street Food, which is a new docuseries on Netflix that came out. So I think it's about 10 episodes. And basically every episode is half an hour, and it takes place in a different... This part one is all in Asia. So you have an episode in Japan, you have an episode in Thailand, in India, in Bangkok. Like it's like you have a bunch of different areas that they're focusing on, but it's just not about like the food, the street food. It's about like the people who are running these stands, and each episode focuses on a person's life, and it's like super emotional. Like I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting like to feel this much watching it, because I kind of thought when I first got the email from Netflix saying, "Hey, we added something we think you may like," I thought it was more of something like we're just highlighting the different cuisine, almost like
Chef's Table?
Anthony Bourdain, or just like
Chef's Table?
Chef's Table, something like that. But it was actually like hard hitting like feels on this, and I really loved how Netflix approached the series. It was so well done.
Nice. I gotta add that to my list.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the watch, and you could pick up in any episode because they're not tied together, just different areas. But start from episode 1, and I just like binged this whole series. It was fantastic.
I forgot to mention, because I was sick last week, I spent some time at home, and I finished, or I caught up with Barry.
Oh yeah,
the Bill Hader HBO series, right?
On Showtime,
comedy.
HBO.
HBO, yes. Bill Hader plays a assassin who finds love of movies and starts to he joins like a improv class.
Is it good?
It's really good. So I'm telling you, episode 5 of season 2 is probably one of my favorite ever TV episodes
ever, right?
Ever. It's directed by Bill Hader.
Really, eh?
It's such a weird episode. If you watch the show, or if you're trying to, like, if you're going to get into it, that episode is phenomenal.
Gotcha.
I'm going to tell you two things. It involves
Barry's
karate,
dead.
karate, and a
karate.
little girl who's like a vampire.
Okay.
You literally, I mean, that's the most.
Is this
interesting
spoilers
way-
without context?
It's not yet. It's
Wow.
it's so funny and
Karate
so
girls.
well done.
So I've watched the first episode, and like I was like, I need to finish this, and
Yeah.
I'm going to continue on because like Bill Hader is phenomenal. So yeah. You're all caught up now. So is season 2 done now?
No,
for the
no, it's
season?
not. No, I think
still
it's 5 episodes in. So
Okay, so it's still going.
I
on.
think it does it up to 10 or 11.
Cool.
Cool.
That's
so why
awesome.
don't we move to the topic of the show?
The topic.
Of the show.
And that is
Popular films that we're, I guess, I don't know if we're ashamed, but we haven't seen them.
we're shamed. We're ashamed.
Yeah,
We're
as
ashamed.
as the movie aficionados we call ourselves,
Yeah.
there are some things that we miss, either through growing up certain ways, or just, hey, maybe this doesn't interest me, or so on and so forth.
Who wants to start?
I have not seen Jaws.
I haven't
Really?
seen Jaws either. I haven't seen Jaws either.
I haven't seen Jaws.
I haven't seen
That's
Jaws
a big
either.
movie.
Ooh,
Like,
That's a big one. Let's
let's just do
okay.
random. Let's just like all throughout a film.
So
and
that's
once in a
like
while.
we had a bunch of people write in for this as well.
We
too.
did. Let's drop
so we'll,
some.
we'll sprinkle some of those in. But Jaws. Okay, hold up now.
Jaws.
You haven't. Jaws is like the first blockbuster.
I own Jaws.
Yeah.
I own it too. I have not seen
I
it.
have a pair of Jaws in my mouth.
I need for Daniel to end the podcast now.
Yeah.
And you can stop listening now. You guys haven't seen Jaws. Is it?
No.
What is it about the movie that you've never seen it? Or is it just like something that you've never felt drawn to? Like you guys know the story of it though, obviously.
It's about a little boy, right?
It's about a shark, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But see, I think that's what it is. I think because it's such an older movie.
Yeah, 70
And then movies
something.
that came out after that had some sort of animal that's trying to kill
Right.
them. It's usually bad.
Yeah.
And I never like it kind of put me off
Scared
in
me.
a sense.
Yeah,
So I
got
never I kind of lost interest in ever watching it.
I just remember as a kid hearing that it's super scary, so I avoided it because I kept hearing it was scary. And then as time went on, I had seen so many clips from the movie and
Yeah.
everything that
Or
I've
even
done.
movies that emulated it as well.
And yeah,
too,
movies
right?
like that, play homage to it. And then we went to Universal Studios so many times, and we've seen like the Jaws ride and all that stuff. That I'm just
We've
kind
gone
of like,
swimming in the ocean too. you know?
yeah. And I've seen a shark before. That I was just kind of like,
Really?
yeah,
Where'd you see a
like
shark?
in the
in
water?
Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you were swimming?
It was just
No,
walking.
no,
It was
no,
walking
sorry.
on the streets.
Not like
actually.
I wasn't swimming with the shark, but like they had like a tank there.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like it was like in like a little like pool.
Like as in the
And they're like,
like-
yeah, if you want to jump in. And I'm like, you know what? I've never seen Jaws, so like it didn't work when I had to say that.
Okay.
But like, yeah, it just to me was I have it, and I keep one day saying that, hey, I'm gonna put this
Yeah.
on. Just again, I think with Anthony, it's just like I've seen Deep Blue Sea as well,
Right.
so that would be
You see, I watched that.
I love Deep
I
Blue
watched
Sea.
Deep Blue Sea.
I love Deep Blue Sea.
so that, and I've seen The Shallows that Blake Lively did.
Yeah, yeah, I saw
I've
that
seen a
too.
lot of
Yeah,
shark
that's a
films
scary
that like
movie.
going back to this one now. I'm afraid to be disappointed, or I'm
Sure.
afraid to
That's
feel like, oh, that didn't look good.
That's fair.
that my expectations were.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause,
like
like,
they're super high for some
And that's the
reason.
thing, right? Especially when you have like Jaws. Everybody knows Jaws. Everybody knows those 2 notes on the piano, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all you need to tell you what's happening in that
Mm-hmm.
movie. And especially if you haven't seen it, going back to it, it's like, oh, like I've seen movies do that better. It's like, yeah, because that's where it started.
That's where it
but,
started
where
from.
it's where it is now, right? Yeah.
Go.
I'll throw one out. I've never seen, or I've tried so many times to watch The Usual Suspects.
Are you for real?
Neither have I. Neither have I.
You guys suck.
And you haven't seen Jaws.
I can't get past the first 20 minutes of it. Again, I've seen so many clips of it. I know the twist at the ending.
Kaiser Sose.
Right? I
Kaiser
know,
Sose.
you know, but I just can't get like after the scene of all of them in the lineup.
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't know what it is. I always fall asleep. I lose interest.
I also have not finished it either.
I've never seen Anthony's eyes go so big in my
I
life.
thought no, because you guys are such crime lovers. Like
Exactly.
you
I
love
love
crime
committing
and-
crimes. Yes,
I
and
commit
mysteries.
crimes all the time.
I'm surprised you just haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
and it's also like,
but you love the water, and I'm surprised you haven't seen Jaws.
but like,
I hate though. I don't know how to swim.
but when
What?
Yeah.
that's a
know
that's a
that about
discussion
you.
for another time. That's why he hasn't watched Jaws.
I'm opening up myself.
But
to you
yeah,
guys.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
we're happy to be here for
See,
you.
that's probably why I don't want to watch Jaws.
Because you can't swim.
Then you'll never go in the. We just got.
I stand in water.
He took
But
showers his whole life
You go
too.
to the beach all the time. That's why I'm so surprised.
Yeah, but like I don't.
You look
I don't
great
like,
in swim shorts too.
Swimming in the water.
No,
I
he
just,
stays on the sand, man.
I stay on the sand and I get a tan.
Just a beach model. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. I could never get past that first 20 minutes of the movie. And when you look at like the 90s and Kevin Spacey, like that was like the quintessential movie that people like.
That was the
of,
twist
right?
of that year.
A
that,
twist
of that
of
generation.
of the decade,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I never was able to finish it or watch
that's
it.
fair. That's totally fair.
I own it. I had it on Blu-ray.
I own
had
it
it on
too,
DVD.
actually.
I had it on Blu-ray. I bought it digital on iTunes.
I own so many of these
still
films too.
still haven't watched it. Still haven't watched it.
Cool, man.
I'm so
All
sorry.
right, I'll throw one out there now.
Throw it out, man.
Well, I like this little round table of
Yeah.
throwing them out.
It's a safe place.
Shining.
Okay.
I've never
Okay.
seen The Shining.
Yeah.
See, that's
Okay, that one got the
that
better
wasn't
response.
very shocking.
So the thing
I feel like it's a big film.
It is a
It
big
is a
movie.
big film, but like
Yeah.
it's not. I wouldn't be shocked if you didn't see it.
I don't think we reacted as crazy to it because when it comes to horror movies and like scary movies, like I've seen The Shining once in my life. I don't
that's
think
it.
I need to watch it.
And that's it for you.
Yeah.
Like I just felt so drained at the end of it. I'm like, I don't need to watch this again.
Yeah.
You've seen The Shining though, Anthony?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen it twice. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, twice. I have not seen American Beauty.
No way.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Hold on, wait. I knew
American
you were
Beauty-
going to say
I was-
American Beauty because you have it right there. But you love Sam Mendes.
Yeah, and I haven't watched American Beauty.
I thought
I haven't seen it either.
which I keep hearing
seen
is
it either. I
one
haven't
of the
seen it
greatest films of.
Yeah.
When did it come out?
1999.
The 90s.
That's Spacey as well, right?
Yes.
That's Spacey.
Yeah. And he didn't he win his Oscar for that?
And
as well?
Yes.
He won an Oscar
Mia
for that?
Severino?
Mia
Yeah.
Servino.
Severino, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you seen. I've never seen it either.
Maybe I've
actually,
seen it.
No,
I know.
I have
Is
not
the
seen
cover
it.
the one with like the roses on the?
Yeah, she
stomach?
like
It's just
yeah.
her belly button.
Yeah.
Remember that? I always remember the scene where she takes off her top and then
Yeah.
roses come out.
I just
of it.
remember
I-
in Family Guy they parodied that with chicken wings.
Yeah. I just remember seeing the poster for it all the time at Blockbuster.
Yeah,
but
and I was like,
never-
ooh, I can't watch this movie. It looks,
No.
it looks scandalous.
I couldn't look in that
It's
direction.
too
with the
risque. My
Blockbuster.
mom was like, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes, child.
We don't have roses in this house.
Daniel, what do you got?
Wayne's World.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love
Wayne's
Wayne's
World.
World.
Like I love Mike Myers. I love Dana Carvey. Never watched it.
Yeah, Wayne's World's a good one, but like,
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah,
though.
it makes sense.
Again, I've seen clips. I know the jokes from it.
Right.
I've never sat down and watched this movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that one, yeah.
Do you want to? Shall we sprinkle in some of our write-ins that we've gotten?
Let's
as well, too?
sprinkle in some of the write-ins, though.
We got one from Carlos. Carlos has never seen a Star Wars movie.
Okay, like you need to go see it as soon as possible. Like
Oh, he's
you-
calling you out right
hell
now.
outta
eh?
here.
Carlos, go watch them.
That's like saying that I don't even know what the Bible is.
Damn.
I'll be honest though, Star Wars was a common one that we got written.
Yeah,
in.
I
So
know.
Carlos hasn't seen Star
Yeah.
Wars. My cousin Josh, who also did the jingle for the opening of the show and closing of the show, he's never seen Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, or Jurassic Park. Anthony,
So what does he watch?
He doesn't watch anything. He just
okay.
keeps his eyes closed.
I got some as well. Let me shout some out here. So I got
He loves movies though. He loves like French films, but he also loves
French films.
Also, he likes the independent.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
loves that. But he's also
artistic-
watched most movies that we've watched. It's just those big franchises. He's never gone into it. Yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, go on, Shay.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
cool.
friend Ian said he's never seen Titanic, any Star Wars movie, or the Godfather trilogy.
Wow,
I haven't seen Titanic. Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't
What is that about?
I
what's
haven't
wrong with you?
watched it from beginning to end. I've watched it from
Middle
beginning
to
and then
I've watched it in
would get
reverse.
to the ending.
Okay,
when we
Because
were-
I wanted to know, like, it got too long, and I'm like, I don't care about the romance. I want to see the ship.
yeah,
and, like-
go to around an hour 20,
That's like when I watch
Iceberg.
Passion of the Christ. I just go right to the
right to the crucifixion. Oh my God,
That's
No,
the
but
best
like,
part.
so when Daniel and I were talking about Titanic and the ship sinking, were you like lost? Were you like, what do you guys talk? Is a ship in the movie?
Avengers beat Titanic. What do you mean?
What's the Titanic? I remember. So Shane, friend of the show, Shane, he had never seen Titanic because of the same reason. He's like, I don't really care about a romantic plot line. Made him watch it, fell in love.
So, like, I haven't watched the middle part. I know there's certain parts where, Jack draws
Yeah.
Rose.
Rose.
Wait, go on. Yeah, go. What does he draw?
He draws Rose. I know that part.
Recalling a
and there's,
film.
and then, yeah, I just haven't. I
then,
think it's
I
because
don't
it's
know,
so long, and I'm
Ireland.
not really into, the romance thing.
But it's crazy because I remember like
And
this,
I didn't see it in theaters either. Like
Right.
when I saw Titanic or here and there, it was on TV.
It's funny because like this topic, like we kind of like it came to be because you dropped that on us last week when we're like, yeah, maybe we do the movies we haven't seen. Or like, I haven't seen Titanic, and we're just like,
what the hell is your problem?
Because like James Cameron, right? Like you like James Cameron.
See, I don't like that movie. I don't like James Cameron when he does romance.
Oh, okay,
that's why I don't like Avatar.
That's the only romance he's done, right? Well, Avatar,
yeah.
Avatar's a romance.
True Lies is great though.
True Lies is a comedy, so I kind of like that.
It's an action comedy.
Action comedy.
Yeah.
Victor wrote in and he said he's never watched The Wizard of Oz. Have you guys seen Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Meh,
I've seen it, but it's not like to me. It's not like
I don't
oh my
recall
God.
it.
I've seen it a couple. I used to watch a lot as a kid because I don't know. It was when I was in Kansas for like a year. It was
What else are you gonna do in Kansas?
Only film that was on TV for some reason. It was the national anthem. But yeah, I had a friend, Sakshi, right in. Never seen Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
I hadn't seen that film until 2008 properly. I saw it on
The
a bus
greatest
to
film of all
Montreal.
time. Or
You think so?
the second greatest film.
That's what people say.
According
but do you
to
think that?
IMDb.
The second, yeah. Not the first.
Interesting.
No, the first is Godfather. If you have a problem with that, or if you have anything against
Godfather was a
For those of
popular
you who
one,
did not watch The Godfather, go watch The Godfather now.
I had Justin Lai right in saying he's never seen The Godfather.
Justin Lai, eh?
My good friend Natalie, who was a big fan of Heath Ledger, never watched The Dark Knight.
Still?
And it's funny because like, it's been like an ongoing joke in our friendship because I lent her my DVD copy of it. You know,
that's why.
And then she lost my DVD copy of it, and she still to this day she's never watched it. And she doesn't like. She's told me she doesn't want to watch it because she loves Heath and she doesn't want to see it. But I'm like, you gotta watch it.
You gotta like.
Maybe
you gotta watch that because
to honor him. You know,
it is his last role.
I've got a good one here. Eric wrote in saying he's never seen Spider-Man 3, so good for him. Congratulations.
good on you, man.
Good on you.
Good on you.
Yeah.
One of our other friends, Shane Sterling, writes in he's never seen any movie including a Lord or a Ring. So that's
Sorry, say that again. Any movie including a Lord or a ring.
So maybe he's never seen Lord of War.
Maybe
The Ring.
or The Ring. Yeah.
Yeah, those are two films he probably hasn't seen. Maybe he also hasn't seen Lord of the Rings, but
Maybe.
we don't know.
If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, you need to go see it. It's like you need to go.
These sound so threatening, and
They
then
are
when he
so
just
Okay, so I'm gonna set the I'm gonna be very frank with
Please.
those who are listening to this because if
Yeah.
you're listening to this,
Yeah.
you need to go watch these movies.
Hell yeah.
You need to go watch Star Wars.
Yes.
You need to go watch Lord of the
Godfather.
Rings. You need to go watch Endgame.
Not Godfather?
Godfather.
Okay.
You need to watch these like go onto IMDb.
Yeah, see,
find the link that says top rated movies and watch
He's getting more threatening and threatening.
This
Eh?
is vein popping too.
the first 20.
My friend
Because
Eric.
essentially these are the greatest movies of all time.
Listen, you sons of bitches.
I have a pencil.
My friend Erica wrote in saying she's never seen any Tarantino film. None.
I mean, but here's the thing. Like, I feel like
But I bet you she's watched friggin' Sex in the City, the movie.
Wow, just calling her out.
why'd you want to come at her like that?
Because that's what Mel would do. So, Mel has not watched any of these movies, but
calling
she's
your
watched Sex in the
girlfriend
City
that,
1 and 2.
in Morocco?
And she's watched friggin'
Abu Dhabi, sorry, yeah.
Happy Death Day or fucking, I don't know, Lion King. Lion King is...
The Lion King's
Lion King 2.
random
Lion King,
spectrum of movies
Lion
we're
King
throwing
2.
out
Simba's Pride?
Yeah.
Wait, how about Lion King 1.5?
Okay, I've never seen Groundhog Day.
Shay has never seen this movie?
Yeah, I hope there's someone named I out there.
Maybe.
Such a good movie.
I've never seen Groundhog
Groundhog
Day.
Day is a good one.
Yeah,
It's a
very, very good.
one. Yeah, classic. Bill
And
Murray.
I've never seen any of the Alien films.
Oh,
And
what?
that-
Actually, I have seen Alien vs. Predator,
What?
and I've seen all the Predator. No, I've seen Predator, yeah.
You have not watched Alien?
I own them.
Yeah,
You have not watched Alien?
I'm-
and you
I
were
was
you
too
were
scared.
Alien and Alien.
For the past
Too
year,
scared. Yeah.
you were yelling at me
what?
saying you haven't seen Blade Runner 2049, and you haven't.
we were
But you
upset
because you love Blade Runner and you love Denis.
Yeah.
That's why. The only thing that I love coming out of Alien is James Cameron and Ridley Scott. But
Yeah.
like,
Alien is quintessentially
I
the
own
greatest
it.
horror film ever made.
I own it. That's why I'm scared.
Do you prefer? Do you like Alien or Aliens better?
Alien,
Yeah, Alien for me too.
because Aliens is
Most
it's a
people like
great
Aliens,
film.
though, because
Yeah.
it's more action packed.
Yes, but that's the thing. It's too much action.
It's a lot more action than the first one.
Okay.
Like I love the horror aspect. Like when you watch Alien and there's the whole set aspect, and the lights and the
Yeah.
darkness and like
The intensity, I guess.
intensity.
Right?
Oh,
So, are there
good.
any movies that are super popular that you guys have just seen recently. When I say recently, I mean like in the
Within the
past
last 5
5 or
years?
10 years. Yeah.
I think like somehow I went my whole life without watching Seven until about 5 years ago.
Until I
That's
showed
crazy,
you.
Dave.
Then we watched it together.
Yeah.
That's
and I
crazy.
remember watching, and I never knew. Again, I never knew the twists.
What's in the box?
You
Tell
know?
me.
Is that how he says?
Is that Brad Pitt?
No, that was Doug Pitt, his
Oh,
brother.
Doug Pitt.
Yeah.
Did you see the Doug Pitt
Yeah,
thing?
I
It's
did.
so
we were laughing
good.
at that.
Good for him.
Good for Doug Pitt.
Yeah, so Seven was a big one that I had never seen.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of anything.
I would say in the last year I watched for the first time Silence of the Lambs.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a big one too.
My mom took me to see that in the theater.
Dude, how old were you? You were like 6 when that
Yeah.
movie came out.
Why did she was like, yeah, this movie was probably about cute, fluffy animals.
Yeah, she's cool.
I know. I bet your movie's
Okay,
cool.
sure.
Your movie I haven't seen it, and people always hate me on this one. I've never seen The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Yeah,
Have you seen
I
it?
haven't seen it.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I was gonna say it was on my list of write-ins as well too.
Oh,
from
okay. Who wrote that in as well? So I can be friends with them.
one of my friends, Ben, wrote that in.
Oh, what's up, Ben?
That he's never watched that. So
Yeah.
I
I mean,
bet.
I get the references and the jokes,
Yeah.
but
I
most
Yeah.
of them.
not. I don't really
I
get.
got
it.
an
I just.
Endgame. I got an.
I got
Endgame.
an Endgame. That's it. But
But I mean,
yeah, I
like,
should take
yeah.
some time to watch it.
yeah,
Maybe I
it's classic Coen Brothers, right? And Jeff Bridges is like the dude, right?
But I bet you there's a lot of movies here that people just haven't even heard of.
Sure,
Oh yeah.
sure.
But
They
like,
don't
what
even-
is the Big Lebowski? What is that?
Seven Samurai. How many of you guys have watched?
I
Seven
haven't
Samurai?
seen it.
I've never seen Seven
I
Samurai.
haven't seen it.
And I haven't even seen it.
No.
Okay.
But it's
I've heard of
it's
it.
number 20,
Yeah.
the top 250 films that you should watch.
I've never seen Apocalypse Now.
Neither have I.
I've seen it.
Again, there's so
I
many
don't-
different cuts of that movie. I own
Maybe,
it.
maybe
okay,
we can watch the final.
So don't
cut.
get mad at me, guys.
Tell me.
Why? I didn't watch Endgame. You were with us, Anthony.
I had my eyes closed. What?
I don't remember Forrest Gump. I don't. I remember bits and pieces of it, and I think it's because I watched it once, but
Right.
I don't even care to watch it again.
I'm down for us to watch it like my basement someday.
Yeah,
I think if I
that's
had
also very
people-
threatening sounding.
It did.
If I-
it is. I have a nice basement.
Are you gonna like chair me or something?
chair you? What does that mean?
Like you're gonna strap me to a chair?
Yeah, 100%. You
then,
know,
like-
those eye-opening things,
Clockwork Orange things?
Clockwork Orange.
I've never finished Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That movie is just too hard. I've tried to watch it.
Yeah, it's too much.
And I was like, this is
It's too much.
I haven't
feel
finished
awful.
watching Hurt Locker.
Oh wow, okay.
I always fall
I
asleep.
feel like you would like it too.
I fall
though.
asleep when they're snipering that guy who's in the shed.
The big
Yeah,
faraway
that's
one?
yeah,
that's
I
a
always
long scene. That's a
fall
long
asleep.
scene in the movie. Yeah. That's I think that's my least favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah.
And then it picks up like before that and after that. It's great.
Yeah.
But it's
I've
yeah.
never seen The Exorcist.
That's a long
okay.
movie.
I've never seen
That's a
it in its
very long
entirety. Yeah. I've only seen clips of it
I've
and
seen
stuff.
many clips.
It's very long.
But again,
Like,
it's another one that like just looks terrifying.
yeah, that was his point, I guess. Yeah.
I've never seen Child's Play.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Like
it.
Chucky terrified me growing up.
So as a kid growing up, I thought I had rented Child's Play, and I was so scared and like excited to watch it. But I rented Problem Child.
That's a great film.
Great movie.
That's
And
with
then I-
Did you like the second one too?
What's his
Loved
name?
the second one. John Ritter, I believe.
John
John
Ritter.
Ritter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in
Loved
peace,
that
rest in
movie.
peace.
Yeah. And I remember like I was watching. I'm like, when does this get scary? And like my whole family watched it. We loved it. And then we were like, oh, let's rent part 2. So we went and rented part 2. And then we just said, forget about Child's Play. We saw
We don't need to
Problem
watch
Child instead. Great film.
Same thing. The same movie.
It's
pretty
basically the comedic version of the film.
much. That's funny. I'm trying to think of other ones I haven't watched. Like
I haven't watched The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, I haven't seen many of the
I haven't
Man with
seen-
No
no.
Name.
Yeah.
I also never seen Fifth Element.
me either. I've seen like bits
Again,
and pieces.
For a lot
Such
of these
a-
popular
yeah.
films, I've seen so many scenes from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like you watched them.
Like Bruce Willis and Gary Oldman and
And
How many of you
Chris
guys
Tucker.
watch all the Die Hards?
I have.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
easily.
I love
Unfortunately.
The last part.
the last one.
I
Good
love
Die Hard.
1 and 3 are like the only thing. Like for me personally, like
Yes.
those are the only ones that matter.
Yes.
Even 2, I'm like it's whatever. But
2,
I love
like the airport sequences.
I love 1 and I love 3 because Sam Jackson in 3 is fantastic.
Simon Says.
Yeah, Simon Says. Jeremy
Yeah.
Irons.
I mean, Daniel, you and I recently, not recently, when I say in the last at least 5 years, we watched Top Gun for the first time.
Yeah. All right, so I'll never forget us watching that because you literally like we're doing our thing where we're going to FaceTime each other like to sync up the movie so we could like talk about it while we were watching it. And it literally like Shay for some reason had to go run an errand before we watched it.
Well, you remember this really well.
I do because all I got, like, I was stuck on the menu of the movie, and I just got Danger Zone stuck in my head, like, for like an hour. And I'm like, dude, where did you go? And you're like, why did you just mute it? I'm like, because I thought you were going to be back sooner.
Because like, you can't mute Danger Zone.
No, you can't. You can't.
Danger Zone's so great.
God, that movie is something else. And that's getting a sequel
The sound
next year.
of it. So the sound that they did for Top Gun is like one of the best sounding.
Yeah. It's an iconic movie.
Ever.
It's an iconic movie. People like, regardless if you've seen it or not, people know it.
Yeah.
And I think that's true with a lot of movies on our
no CG
on our list. Right?
So Top Gun is an actual real thing.
Yeah.
And all of that
happened.
was actually captured with real in-camera footage. Imagine they shot in IMAX. Holy shit!
Well, the new one's being shot in IMAX, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
And
wicked!
And it's going to be
you think
just as practical.
What's the movie that Christopher Nolan did?
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. You think that's intense? Wait till they show IMAX Top Gun, like jet fighters.
I hope
that's gonna be crazy.
Because
intense.
like I feel like when Shay and I, by the time Shay and I watched it, we both kind of walked away saying like, yeah, it was fine, it was good, it was okay.
Just I think we laughed at moments we shouldn't have laughed.
Yeah, because it's just super like
it was very homoerotic.
Yeah, it was a very like bro-y like.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
it's very 80s, bro.
In love with
yeah,
each
it's
other?
just very like that volleyball scene. I'm like,
oh yeah, and there's like just like Iceman, and he's like biting his teeth at him, and I was like,
Val Kilmer.
I was like, oh, this movie's like really sexy, but I'm like, I don't know if it's meant to be. But I was down for it. I'm like, you know what?
I'm here. I'm
down
now
for some more. And that's why when he has like this love relationship with this girl, I was like, oh, I thought he was gay this whole time. So
I was disappointed he wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like this would have been a great step forward for the 80s, you know?
I have not seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I have seen it.
Okay.
Damn it. We haven't seen. We're trying to get to that one movie where we haven't.
There was one that we also didn't see.
Oh, and we forgot about it.
We forgot it already. It's out of our minds already. There was a couple.
Yeah, it was like something like
Seven Samurai.
Oh, okay.
That was like whatever.
Yeah.
What else have you not seen, guys? This is great. I like this.
LA Confidential.
I haven't seen that.
I watched it for the first time 3 years ago.
Honestly, screw this guy.
It was 3 years ago I watched it.
I watched a clip of it, eh?
Yeah. No. It was 3 years ago. And again, Kevin Spacey in the 90s. You got Danny DeVito in it. You got what's his face in it from Iron Man 3 and Hurt Locker.
Oh, Guy Pearce.
Pierce. That's it. I was gonna say Guy Ritchie, but that's the director. How about you? What's another one? I'm trying to think of some that I've
never seen the Rocky movies, but I've seen Creed.
And Creed 2.
You haven't seen Rocky 1, 2, or 3?
3, 4, 5.
Or 6.
Again, interest you in watching?
Guess what? I own them.
That's crazy, right?
I own all
these movies, but we never
that
watch it.
I have so many movies that I own. Like if I could go through a list right now of movies that I own that I've never seen, it would be crazy. I own like movies like Mud that I never watched. I have Almost Famous, never seen it either.
I was just looking at Almost Famous as well too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What's on my list here? I haven't seen the Beverly Hills Cop films. I tried not too long ago, and Daniel, you can attest to this. I tried watching Lethal Weapon.
Oh, and Lethal Weapon's so good.
I could not get into it.
I've only seen the first 2 of Lethal Weapons.
I tried so hard to get into Lethal Weapon. I'm like, this movie.
Lethal Weapon's
really
like
weird.
Part of my childhood.
Yeah, I believe that. You're dressed like him right now. Actually, you're dressed like
me to Lethal Weapon 2.
And I think I love Always Sunny, and I get the jokes from it, so it's so good. Yeah,
I've never seen Clueless.
Yeah, me neither.
Clueless.
Okay, that's another one.
I know of it.
Yeah,
but
I know of it
again, Paul Rudd looks the exact same now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Raging Bull.
Neither have I.
Wow. Okay.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, because we were talking about it on our black and white movies a few weeks ago. That was the one of my favorite ones.
I know of scenes.
Yeah,
I know scenes,
but I've never watched it from beginning to end. Nope.
Interesting. Okay. There's a lot of there's a lot of Wes Anderson movies I like, but I haven't seen all of his movies.
You know what I mean?
Like Bottle Rocket and
I haven't seen that.
Darjeeling Limited.
Darjeeling. I've seen.
Darjeeling.
I haven't seen Darjeeling.
Darjeeling is really good.
Grand Budapest. Fantastic Mr. Fox, like those movies I've seen. I haven't seen the Submarine Zoo. Whatever.
Life Aquatic.
Life Aquatic. That's the one.
Last year, for the first time, I watched 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Hilarious movie, right?
I thought it was so funny. Like I get it. I get why people like this film. It's really
that British humor,
good.
man.
And Hugh Grant.
Yeah,
so funny in it.
You haven't. I know for a fact because we've spoken about this. You haven't seen Eastern Promises.
No, I haven't.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Anthony?
Yes, I have. Yeah, that whole series with David Cronenberg, Eastern Promises and A History of Violence.
Oh, fantastic films.
Such weird films, though.
Yeah.
They have weird,
I think they
weird
stand
films.
out. They stand out a lot in his filmography because he's very, like, when you look at especially his early works, is a lot very like body, gore, horror
Erotic.
movies.
What? Body gore erotic.
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of more. Like, do you guys have any others that you haven't seen?
What about animated films? that you
Animated
haven't seen?
movies.
I haven't seen a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies.
Yeah, Spirited Away, I think, was a big
Spirited
one.
Away.
That I haven't seen.
My Neighbor-
I saw it for the first time last
Yes,
year.
you said you watched it.
Yeah, for a
My
project at
Neighbor
school.
Totoro. I haven't seen. Like, these are films that we should see.
I had to rewatch Scott Pilgrim because I didn't like it the first time, and the second time I really enjoyed it.
I haven't seen The Revenant
Yeah, that's okay.
Really, eh?
and Birdman.
And Bergman.
I haven't
Don't
watched.
you also
I don't-
love Alexandra Inarritu?
No, I don't.
No,
Because I haven't watched his films.
You were like so upset, like no,
Like,
I,
no,
no,
I
I don't.
haven't.
How
No,
dare you?
I haven't gotten a chance to like him yet because I haven't watched any of his movies.
That's so funny.
About 7 or 8 years ago, I watched Sunshine, but Danny Boyle.
Yeah,
Loved it.
I
Thought it
haven't
was
seen
great.
that.
Have you seen it, Daniel? You haven't seen it,
I
right?
haven't seen it. No, Sunshine, I have not
That's
seen
a
yet.
really good one. Star Wars, I've seen it. I've seen Star Wars. Just wanted to throw that out there again.
I've never seen Matrix Revolutions.
What? Come on.
I've seen
The
one-
battle.
The battle sequence is
I've
great.
seen Matrix and Matrix Reloaded, but I've never watched Revolutions.
Okay,
But I've seen but people have told me like that's okay.
that is okay.
I still think you should see it. I think
I still think you should get
I
closure.
want to, but
there's some really good scenes in that
Oh,
movie.
I don't
like the
doubt it,
whole
like-
the whole club scene, underground club scene,
Yeah,
when they go up.
but I
to
mean, like
this, they
I saw
start,
that
like,
movie in
shooting
IMAX
in-
in Square One, and I remember just like that fight sequence, my neck almost broke because I was like, "Oh my god,
What about it?
where are they?" Like, because the whole fight sequence is them like different corners of the screen, and it's like raining and thunder, and
I think that movie set
Yeah.
precedent for superhero movies to have that type of scene in it. You know, like that was like the first ever
Was that
fully
2003?
blown superhero fight scene.
I think Reloaded had that actually with the scene when he's done talking to the Oracle and all these Smiths are coming, and he's doing
Yeah.
it because then he flies away too at the end of that sequence.
Yeah, yeah.
right.
But it was like I
Poor
think it was
CG
like
as well.
poor CG. Yeah. But I like that rain sequence.
I haven't seen like this is a recent one. I haven't seen Sorry to Bother You yet. You know the one with
Yeah, but I wouldn't classify
Keith,
that as a popular film.
I get it, but it was like one of the movies to watch last year, and I haven't watched it.
What movie?
Sorry to Bother You with the Keith
Stanfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't count that. Sorry,
Cool.
Daniel.
We
sucked.
can't count it.
No, that sucked.
All right, judge's ruling saying no.
Never seen the Blair Witch Project.
Me neither.
Neither.
Me
Me
neither.
Oh, there we go. Another one.
Yeah, another
Me
one.
neither.
Another one.
So we should put this on a list and watch it.
We
should
should we
watch
should we
these,
should
yeah.
we should have these as a list and we just knock them out as we watch them and
We'll re-listen to this podcast.
I'll try to. Yeah, maybe we could do Forrest Gump. I'll fully watch it from beginning
I'm
to
yeah,
end.
but then we'll just all cry together.
I love Forrest Gump. Showed
Yeah.
them my girlfriend for the first time. Forrest Gump. She loved it.
Did you cry?
I've never seen her cry once. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So she didn't love it that much.
Do you guys cry in movies?
Yes.
yes.
I don't.
Oh, okay, here's the thing. Let me be clear.
be a man.
Let me be clear. I don't.
man.
I don't.
What accent is that,
who are
first
you
of all?
imitating?
Or where
That's
Jimon Hansu?
that's yeah. That's
Is that
there's-
Jimon Hansu?
yes.
From Blood
Playing
Shazam?
no not Michael.
Michael Corleone?
Vito playing Vito Corleone in The Godfather. Remember he puts you gotta be a man. And he has the orange peel in his mouth and then he has a heart attack.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler for anyone who
Great
hasn't
scene,
seen
great
Godfather.
He just wanted that role, man.
I
That's it.
wouldn't say I cry in films, but I remember Daniel and I.
Who? Sorry,
Daniel.
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 And Daniel and I
Daniel.
went to go see Lion, which came out, 3 years ago now?
2016, 2017. Yeah.
Yeah. And the end of that film,
Yeah.
I bawled my eyes out. It was the most happy tears I think I've ever had in my life. And I look over at Daniel.
Daniel's my eyeballs were out of my head.
Daniel's also just bawling, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and then I saw him crying, so I had to cry more because I'm like, he loves it too, and then
Yeah.
like we both just cried together.
Yeah.
But I would say not often do I cry in a movie.
Yeah.
It really has. Like I cried. Avengers Endgame. I did cry.
I got emotional,
and I got more emotional in my my second or my third watching of it, just because I think it was just kind of setting in like
Right.
It just like but it was like happy and sad as well.
Yeah.
Lion for sure I cried at.
Oh my god.
But I think the hardest I've ever cried at a movie in theaters was Toy Story 3. I still think that's my like
The incinerator sequence made me bawl my eyes.
yeah, like I think that scene still got me the most out of.
I agree.
Anthony's probably just like they're toys. They're
What? The animator stopped animating it? Well, they ran out of polygons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other movies that we missed? Any other? I haven't seen 1984.
Me neither.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Wait, who's that? What's that movie?
That's like
1984?
the one that like Apple parodied in their commercial,
Oh.
and like it's based on the book about like the future.
Was the movie called 1984?
1984. Yeah.
Oh, I
Based-
didn't even know that. That was just a commercial.
No,
No,
that was it.
I don't think
The George Orwell book.
Was it? Was there a movie based on it though?
Yeah, it came out in 1985 to make life more confusing.
1980. Whoa, I typed in 1084 and I got
1084?
Oh, but I don't think that was a popular film, is it?
No, but it's like a known book though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the movie is a British
is it-
dystopian film.
We're looking at I'm looking at the wrong one. This one's 1984 and 1956.
Austin Powers Goldmember. Never seen it.
I love the Austin Powers
Yeah.
films. They don't hold up as strong nowadays.
No, not at all. I remember we watched 1 and 2 a couple years ago, and we're just like,
Yes.
I haven't seen a lot of the Bond films.
I haven't seen a lot of them either.
Yeah.
I have all of them.
we tried though, didn't
We did try.
Did we? How
did-
far did we get?
We did Doctor No, then we did.
We did a bunch of them. I
did
think
a
we
bunch.
and then we skipped. This is when
And then we got to
Spectre
Casino
was
Royale.
this is when Spectre was coming out. So we're like Shane and I were like weeks before the movie. We're like, listen, we're gonna watch a Bond movie every night or
day.
every other night leading up to the release of Spectre.
And it got really rough.
And then
Yeah.
after about 4 or 5 movies, we're
They
like,
just
we,
don't
I
hold
feel like
up.
we put them on and then left.
It's like
Yeah.
watching Dragon Ball Z.
They what?
What? That's a weird
That's a weird
comparison.
comparison.
Please
It's like-
expand on this.
Get us
It's just
there.
so many episodes.
Oh, okay.
You just can't get
You
through
picked
it.
Dragon Ball Z of all things.
I feel like you have a vendetta against Dragon Ball Z.
like that's
man.
like
I haven't seen Dragon Ball
you
Z,
could've
the
just
movie.
said Game
have you
of
seen
Thrones.
Vendetta?
Yes, I've
V
seen
for
it.
Vendetta.
V for Vendetta? Of
Yeah.
course.
Great
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen the OG Planet of the Apes films.
Like the Charlton
The
Heston
Charlton
ones?
Heston.
Yeah,
Because
me
I
neither.
know what happens in the end, so I was kind of like, I don't really care.
Have you seen the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh,
though?
buddy, have I seen it?
I have-
I always go like, why is he making out with the apes?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Cinderella.
What? Oh, like the
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 animated
original. Like, I haven't seen
wow.
a lot of the old Disney
Like,
films.
like Snow White,
Snow White, Cinderella,
Sleeping
like
Beauty.
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Oh,
Like-
Fantasia, we had it right in 2 from
Yeah.
Jira. Who he said he's never seen.
I rented Fantasia thinking it would be like a regular film, and
Yeah.
like I'm halfway through it, and we rented it from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, when does something fun happen? Because this is all like
I
music
didn't,
and shit.
I didn't like it that much.
No, and my mom's like, we can go back and return it. And
Was it?
then-
Well, didn't it get re-released in like Fantasia
Fantasia
2000?
2000. It was a
2000.
sequel,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Not?
Was it a sequel or?
It was a sequel.
I think it
I'm
was a
not. I
sequel.
honestly don't know. I remember
we
watching
can double
it.
check, but I
It was
remember
a
I rented
sequel.
Fantasia, and I was like, this is not for me.
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be like an Oscar type of bait movie where they put their best artists and create this experience.
Experience, right? Yeah.
Where they get musical music and artists
Okay.
to combine to create this experience.
Sure.
But I haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's so many movies that I feel like we're going to add to this list, and of course, you could write more into us as well too. If you guys, if
Yeah.
you the listener, could think of any at thistimewith.com/.
Talk.
That's the one. Yeah. Do we have any other final additions to add to this?
no, I think
No.
that's. I think we've given the audience.
I think this was a great episode. Great topic for episode 10.
great topic.
It was. Yeah, and I feel like we'll have a part 2 to this down
I
the
hope
road.
no one
somewhere.
thinks less of us though. Like they don't discredit our credibility here, but
discredit our credibility.
discredit our
I
credibility.
think knowing about these movies just says a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we don't.
Yeah.
we can speak about them.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
can.
I
We
think
can
we,
still
I
speak
think we
about
could
them.
get away with talking about any of these films that we've never seen, and people would be like, "Yeah, you've seen that film."
I mean, isn't that what like university and schools like yeah, I read that book. I could I could talk to the big plot points of it.
Yeah,
and-
let me get to the meat and potatoes of
I've
it.
gone on the internet.
yeah.
I've gone on Wiki.
I've read some things here and there.
Yeah.
But again, I just wanted to give a quick shout out. Thank you again to movieposter.com for
Huge shout out to them.
giving us a poster to give away. Again, we will inbox the winner, so definitely keep an eye out on your DMs for that because we're going to slide in there soon. Did you guys have anything else to plug? I know we're going to be watching Detective Pikachu this week, so look out for a review of that.
Yep.
It'll be up on YouTube, and also this episode hopefully should be up on YouTube as well. Sorry for last week.
Yeah.
And that is This Time with the Movie Podcast.
And we'll see you next.